Hey, Joe fans, how are you? This is Karen from Philly. Welcome to episode 41, the world premiere, the Monumental Waste of Time podcast. We're so happy you joined us. We're so happy to be back. Last episode, amazing. And here is the person who helped make it so great, my partner in life, my partner on this show, Karen Philfan.
Hi everyone, Karen, you sound really great. And I'm really looking forward to doing this episode. I feel your energy.
Yeah, I'm really geeked for this episode. I have been, based on what you guys did for me. Okay, you came out in droves for our last episode, and I'm not gonna lie, like it felt great. Like it was so cool. Like, all the time that the show's been gone, I loved the show, and I loved you guys, and I loved our connection. I just had to bail out of that show at that time, and over time on this show, we'll go into it. But on the last episode, I had an epiphany. And Phil fans, sorry if I'm talking too much to begin. I had an epiphany, okay? And that was that I want to help Joe. Doesn't mean we don't have want to have a cool show, okay? We want to have a cool show. Um, Aaron his goofball antics, but I came upon a realization. Yes, Joe is a goofball, but he's our goofball. We love him and we want him to succeed. And that's what I do in my life, Phil Fan. Like I inspire people, and I want to do that with Joe.
I think that Joe is going to need a lot of help. And I think that, you're very capable of helping people. And I know that you inspire many people. But just looking at how Joe's been doing lately, I'm not sure if this would be worth your time.
No,
Um,
it is worth my time. It's something I can handle and do. And um, what I even came up with a great name for it: late stage greatness.
the
Okay,
name is amazing.
the name is amazing, and it leads to, like, it has a lot of meaning. Um, because in helping Joe, I'm helping myself, not in the quest to be like. All right, so let me give you the point of the show. Late stage greatness. Late stage greatness is about Joe Matarese's comeback to big time comedy. Okay, this is a man who, earlier in his career, in the not too distant past, 15, 20 years ago, things like that, was on Letterman twice. Okay, America's Got Talent, that had to have been like 20, 15 years ago. Okay. He crushed on America's Got Talent. He has a lot of TV credits. We want to see him back to doing that. And it's going to be easy because Joe is already still doing comedy. And I want to salute him for that. He's doing his art. A lot of times we get on here, and by we, I'll take the responsibility, who the guests and other co-hosts, and we give Joe a hard time about his comedy. And that's fair. On a show like this, you want to have a positive person, or you want to have both sides covered for entertainment. And Joe knows that. He said that. But we have given Joe a hard way to go about it, about his comedy. And one thing I've learned over since I left NY and came back in these 6 years is that a person doing their art, that's a beautiful thing. Like, that's their creativity. And Joe should be feeling really good about the fact that he still does comedy, still works on his art, and gets out there and hits the clubs. Okay? So he's already doing it. So it's not going to be that Herculean to, like, it's not like I'm getting like a Rip Van Winkle type who's been out of comedy for 20 years and saying, like, we want to dust you off and get you back on stage. No, this dude is already doing it. So we can do things like, I want to, uh, Phil Fan, I want to co-host Late Stage Greatness about Joe Matarese's return to big time comedy. I want to promote it. I want to book it, and I want to produce it. Okay. So I have goals too. This will help me in my goals. Okay. But it'll feel so good to see Joe get back. Now, what is my plan? Once Joe agrees to do this show, I will book him on cool shows and we'll book cool guests. Okay. And we'll book cool guests, book them on cool shows, and the common person and the common comedy fan will relate to this story. This is an underdog story. The return of Joe Matarese, a man who's been like ridiculed and bullied and trolled and all these things. Like a man that's been through everything, still does his art and has a job to do, which is get back to his greater heights in comedy. How do you feel about it so far?
I'm still concerned, but I love your idea and I love the fact that you want to inspire someone. And I completely agree with you that, it's not like we're going to have to technically dust him off because he's in it. And in and of itself, being in it is a big step. But I think he's lost his way so much. And aside from that, he struggles a lot with learning from past mistakes. And he's very stubborn. So I just have concerns, and I think you're too good to waste your time on Joe Matarese.
Well, this show is important to me, and I the monumental waste of time is very important to me. And I realized that the monumental waste of time has to have a trajectory.
Right.
It could be just beating up on Joe. We could last 50 years doing that.
Right. It's
But
boring.
that would, and it wouldn't be boring, actually. I'm so
Hmm.
sorry to disagree with you. It wouldn't be boring. It would be interesting, but it wouldn't
Yeah,
have a
I know. You're
trajectory. So
right.
it wouldn't have a trajectory. So what my idea is, still do that, but have him on the show where he can explain himself or be like, you guys are wrong because blank. But at that same time, we have a trajectory. We're going for something. We have a it's this is a podcast with a purpose. Okay? It's the importance I see about this is the reason why I feel great about this is for this same kind of reason I felt great about MWAT back in 2017. In 2017, when we started MWAT, I they asked me who would watch it, and I said everybody because I knew it was interesting and real. Okay, it was interesting and real. Okay, now, and it was a podcast about someone, which at the time was very unique. I'm told now, although I still don't know really who, I'm told now that there's a lot of about podcasts about people, and I kind of know from the internet, people gang up on Stuttering John. They talk about uh, Kevin Brennan, things like that, like little rivalries like that. Surely, but I don't follow that stuff, and um, honestly, like I'm above that fray. So anyway, I mean, I'm above that fray actually of even those people. Anyway, anyway, the with a podcast with a purpose, we wouldn't be doing what everyone else was doing, which I can't do. Like I'm a unique creator, okay? Like I'm a unique creator, man. That's like my thing. So I'm not gonna come and do ever the same thing other people are doing ever. Okay. So you have that guarantee with me, like that I'll never knowingly do that. You know what I mean? And even if I found out later that I was doing something someone else was doing, I would vary it to get out of that or stop. So this would be a podcast with a purpose. We're we're still doing what we always do, guys. But at the same time, we're trying to build Joe up. Okay. And that is something I'm very into. Now, there's going to be challenges. Okay. Do you like my plan a little bit?
Yeah, I do like your plan for someone else.
Okay. All right. Well, let me just go on and talk about the challenges of turning this idea into reality. The challenges are that Joe, right now, we have a lot of new fans, so they might not be up on everything. Um, I was obsessed with Joe Matarese in a real way. I don't actually, you know what? I don't want to bore our main fans. Like, I don't want to go through the whole story again. I'm so sorry. But um, there's challenges. I betrayed Joe. All right, let's do some high end stuff and not fill in everybody. Just jump on board. Like when you go to watch The Sopranos in season 3, they don't like tell you like every little nook and cranny. Like you just jump in. So, so my point is this, and I don't watch TV. That's a really old reference. I get it. My point is this though. There's going to be challenges. The first and foremost is that I betrayed Joe in um, that I developed a love, um, sincere love for Joe's arch enemy, Mike David of Red Bar. Okay. That is tough, um, but it never changed how I felt about Joe. And I know that for a fact, Phil Fam.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think you've changed a little bit here and there in terms of how you feel about him, and sometimes he disappoints you. But overall, the main point, it has always been that you respect him for continuing to try, and you think that he does have what it takes.
Okay. So the last time I reached out to Joe, he didn't talk to me. He didn't answer me. I asked him if it was okay if I could see a comedy show of his again, and he didn't answer me because of my antics. Um, the first time I met him,
How did that make you feel?
it was hurtful because I'm doing so well in my life and have everyone's love and respect,
That's
and
true.
it just sticks out. Like
People
um,
don't typically do that to you. I mean,
yeah, like even
especially
like all my old like mostly all my old relationships. I'm still friends with the person. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's true. You know that,
Yeah.
um, and grudges are so negative. Like for both. Like you know what I mean? Like so. Anyway, I don't really have a good ever way of explaining how I hurt Joe. But we have tape of Mike David of Red Bar sort of like telling it. And I think that would be fair for our new fans and great for the old fans to see Mike on M1 again. Just a quick hit of Mike here because I like the way he talked about it. How's it going?
Okay.
From Philly, the transgendered person. You've all seen her. She does the intros for this show now. She started off a big Joe Matarese fan, and then through being such a fan of Joe Matarese, she does a show where she covers him. She started discovering Red Bar. And at first, she didn't like Red Bar. She hated that Red Bar was making fun of Joe Matarese. She hated me. But because she was so obsessed with Joe Matarese, she kept watching Red Bar to see what I was going to say and fell in love with me. And here we are now. Karen is a giant fan. She's on her way to meet Joe Matarese for the very first time. She's wearing Red Bar heat. She's wearing the Red Bar Chew Snake hoodie to meet Joe Matarese. Now, of course, me and Joe Matarese aren't friends. I'm still the worst thing that's happened in his life. One of the worst things. Definitely in the top 10 of terrible things that happened to Joe Matarese this year.
He's probably not
So
wrong.
he doesn't like it. I think he's pretending now to like this kind of stuff. Oh, Red Bar. Yeah, sure. Me and him are of the same kind when you
I
think
think
of
that's
it.
cool. I think that's cool. So you see, there was a betrayal, but then Joe forgave me, and then like
Shortly after that, I'm sorry to interrupt, but shortly after that, a couple of months later, after the betrayal, he befriended you because you went to see him at the Breakout.
no, your clock is a little wrong.
Really?
Yes. That took place in 2019 after the conclusion of MWAT. We don't have that, do we? The Facebook encounter with Joe?
No, I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find it. I might
It,
still be able to find it, but not, today for today's show.
yeah, it had 1,000 views and it was cool. Like after I gave up MWAT, I was going to Atlantic City. I knew Joe was performing there, and I just hit him up, and we hung out, and we did a little video from the green room at the Borgata, and it was just like real cool, and like it got 1,000 views. It was a hit. It was like a feel good thing, and I do want to show one other thing from that episode of Red Bar. We were uh, just featuring. What I want to show is a scene from that the night before I first met Joe, where Joe was communicating with me on a phone while on stage, and we were crushing, okay? And I feel, not just because of that, but because of a lot of things, I feel that Joe Matarese and Karen from Philly are the cure for what ails the world. Like, if we had a show right now, it would be so blaze and it would be purposeful. It would be called Late Stage Greatness, and it would be about Joe Matarese's return and journey, compelling journey that people will root for and want to follow. His attempt, okay, his attempt to make it back. How about that? Like his attempt to make it
Is
back
it?
to big time comedy. Okay.
Has anyone ever done any type of show like that or podcast like that?
I'm sure because like if we Google like reality podcasts, like
Yeah.
because that's what I've been like just calling it. Like so that's what I've been calling. Like I have like a bunch of new supporters in music, and I had to like tell them about this. And I
Yeah.
was just like, it's like a reality podcast, and I
Yeah,
hope you can enjoy it. And a lot of them have jumped over, and
yeah,
it's really
I
cool.
know. And they're asking you when is it going to happen? They're like excited about it.
Yeah, that's really cool. MFM,
Right.
DJ MFM, from Texas, a really cool dude. He was like, I've been promoting this idea, and he was like, hey, when is this gonna have some movement? Asking for a friend, like, you know what I mean? So that was really cool. But Joe and I have like, I'll put it to you like this. Joe is great and a winner, and he's on the cusp, and he's been on the cusp of crushing it. Karen from Philly is great and a winner, and she's been on the cusp of making it.
Yep.
Joe, Karen, cusp,
Mhm.
cusp. Put them together, and up we go. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. All right, and like, but I don't. I'm saying that, but it's not. This is not like for me to like blow up. I don't even give a shit. Like, okay, like I'm just like I do what I do. I do the shows that I do, and what Bird's Ear View, other stuff I'm gonna be putting out. If people dig it, great. If they don't, don't. Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's right. It's all cool. So anyway, Joe and I would crush. Okay, I just know it. I know it. Now, show the people the energy of me and Joe kicking it by phone with him on stage in New York City. And I know I'm the butt of the jokes, but I've been in comedy and doing this kind of thing for over 40 years. Like, I know how to be the butt of the joke for the betterment of the team or the show. And that's not always it, because what you want to do is, and I've done this on mainstream radio, I've done this in podcasts. What you want to do is you can be the butt of the jokes, but be smart enough to be in on it, whether or not the people have you in on it or not. Be smart enough to be in it, be, aware of it, and also be smart enough to know that it's working. It's working. Okay. So show this video of me and Joe communicating on a New York comedy stage and crushing. Look at this energy. Go ahead.
Okay.
And that leads us to this tape where he brings up Karen from Philly, our Karen, live on stage in front of his entire audience. This is from last night. Let's check this out. Joe Matarese taunting and treating Karen, frankly, like shit, making a fool of her in front of an audience. And now, all these people at the club, they're all going to meet her, and he's warned all of them, I got this freak coming to see me. So listen to this. It starts off sounding like he's doing something really nice and then turns into really something appalling. And I hope Karen gets through this. I hope this doesn't destroy her. Here we go.
At the count of three, this is what I need you to say. At the count of three, say, we love you, Karen from Philly. Are you ready? At the count of three, everybody yell this. 1, 2, 3. We love you, Karen from Philly. Oh, that just made her fucking weak.
Yeah, wow. So you see this, he's on stage, and you go, wow, he's doing something really nice. Karen is going to love this. Now listen to this part.
Oh, she's a transgender who's coming to my show tomorrow.
She's a trans, and they all laugh. Oh, yeah, she's a transgender that's coming to my show tomorrow night. And they all laugh. As if, oh, shit, we got a freak show coming. So listen to this. It gets worse.
I'm not sure if she's going to be a guy or a girl. I don't know what she's packing. I don't know if there's a vagina, there's a penis. I don't know what's going on. Karen, what do you got down there? Tell the world, and I'll tell everybody here. She wrote yes. I don't know what yes means.
So he sees he's getting some laughs from this. Instead of any relationship with Karen, he decides, oh, let's keep riffing on how much of a freak she is.
Is it a penis or a vagina? Yes.
That's a great answer.
She says penis. She says penis. All right. Well, tomorrow night, since it's a special night and you're coming to my show, I need you to pull it under and tape it to the back of you, like.
Oh my God! Wait, people are saying. See, I don't know about this, but they're all commenting. They're saying send this to woke Twitter and Joe will kill him. Is there a section of Twitter? Yeah, because remember, Aaron Berg was caught in that transgender thing.
Right.
Transgenders
Cool.
don't take any.
That's cool. I think it's over. But my point is,
oh my God! So you guys are saying if like.
Thank you, Mike David and Jules David, Red Bar, for letting us use footage from that incredible show. The energy, like I know Mike's take there, and I think even he's getting there, like because he knows that I know, like I've crushed a New York City crowd performing comedy with my material. Okay, like with my material. I remember I performed at Eastville Comedy Club. I mean, it's not one of the bigger ones, but it's a real comedy club in the city. What part of town is that in?
I don't know.
Okay.
East Comedy, Eastern. What's the name of it?
Eastville Comedy Club. I performed that one time. Okay, that's not important. I crushed New York City that time and that time with Joe. Okay, because like that worked. Like the energy of like his like that wasn't him clowning me. Like that was him utilizing me like expertly on stage in on a weekend night on a Friday night in New York City, like on a late show. Like you gotta bring it. You gotta bring it. And he brought it that time with that. And I really dig that. And that and that wouldn't be the show. That wouldn't be the rhythm of the show, but it could be an element. Joe not understanding like my transgenderness. Is that transgenderness?
Transgenderness. Yeah, I'm sure that's the way he would describe it.
Yeah. I did too. So it's look, that's just an element. So there'd be the element of Joe's regular antics that we cover on this show. Okay. There'd be the actual point of the show, which is the journey of Joe's attempt, we're going to call it, take some of the pressure off him. Joe's attempt to return to, and that'll be better, more palatable for the public. Joe's attempt to make it back to big time comedy. The other thing that would be amazing about it would be, Joe and me like interacting about our personal lives. So there's three elements really. Joe's antics, okay? His journey to make it back to the big time comedy, his attempt to make it back to big time comedy, and lastly, our interpersonal exchanges. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, we have to see how this is going to go. I think it's going to be a major step for Joe to feel comfortable working with anyone at this point. He doesn't trust anybody. And I can see why. I think Joe's at one of the lowest points he's been at in a while, and he just is, doing things on his own now. He figures that that's what's best. And so I think it's going to be a huge leap of faith for Joe to work with anyone, much less someone who, has maybe, disappointed him, embarrassed him, maybe intentionally or not.
Okay, but let me just say this first, though. Let me say this first. Let me say this. Hold on. Yeah, it looks better. The challenge is going to be how we tell him. But I just want to make this point to people, lest anyone think that I don't believe in this. If he says no, he's going to regret it for the rest of his life, because this is a chance. This is a chance.
And he's going to regret it for the rest of his life because he's going to miss out on this huge opportunity to finally make it, and there may not be any other opportunities.
First off, no one has a better podcast idea right now than that. Okay? Because every podcast is like, okay, we're going to get there and talk about like anal or something, like, and that's fine. Like, okay, but I can't do that. Like, I did that 20 years ago on mainstream radio. I can't do it. Like, that's not going to be my thing. I got to have something popping, something where brains are being used and people are like being inspired and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is it. But now the challenge is how to tell him. I don't have his number anymore. I used to have his cell. I think I'm going to have to email him again.
Well, you can email him and maybe take a clip from this, and have him watch it, a 2-minute clip. Is there something that you want to say right now to him?
That's a brilliant idea. Yes.
So Joe, Karen from Philly has an idea for in ways that she can help you to achieve your true greatness finally. And so, Karen, why don't you take a couple of minutes to tell him what your ideas are for doing this? And I heard you also have a title.
I do, Joe. Hey, it's Karen from Philly. How are you? Um, it's been a while. And I know that I've let you down like a couple of ways, like here and there, and conceptually and in reality. And I feel bad about that. Like, but I do will point out that like I never didn't like want to help you. Like I like even the stuff that like jumped off as a betrayal. Like I swear to God, I was still trying to help you. But anyway,
That's
forget that.
actually true. That's actually true.
Yeah, and somebody I love the comments people leave on YouTube, and somebody said on YouTube, has anyone ever tried to help anyone ever more than Karen's tried to help Joe's career? Like, and I was like,
True.
thank you, that's awesome and very true. But anyway, forget that, Joe. I'm not here to toot my own horn. This is about you. I have an idea, Joe, for a podcast. Yes, the Joe Matarese on a podcast. One of the great uh, mysteries of show business. But I have an idea finally, Joe. I have an idea, maybe. It's called Late Stage Greatness. And it's about your journey in your attempt to make it back to big time comedy. And Joe, I would like you to be the star of this show, and I would like to be, co-host or moderator or whatever role that
Sidekick.
would be. Sidekick, yeah. um, I want to be like the co-host. I want to produce it because I'm ready. I do a lot of podcast production, and I have a lot of experience. I've been in the industry of mainstream media for over 40 years, 44 years to be exact. And I want to promote it online, and I want to book it because I'd be able to book incredible guests, people that can like come in and talk to you honestly about what you need to do, what you're not doing. Um,
In a supportive way, right? In
in
a
a
supportive.
supportive way. Yes, a supportive way. A supportive way. Thank you. Yeah, like look, you're you, I'm me. We're gonna like talk about your life too, like, but in a fun way. You'll be there to like, to explain things, and the component of me and you interacting, Joe, will be interesting in itself. But the main focus of the show is the nuts and bolts of your journey, your intent to make it back to big time comedy. And I'll also book you on cool shows because, Joe, people are going to really dig this. Like the common man is going to dig this. It's an underdog story. It's a Rocky story, baby. The common man is going to dig this. The common comedy fan is going to love this. They're going to be like, because look, hey, everybody looks great on Reels and everyone's doing great, but come on, Matt Rife, all that shit, man. That's cool, but it's not memorable. It's dust in the wind, bro. Okay, it's not memorable, but comedy fans are gonna be like, hey, this is a cool story because people are wondering like what happens to a lot of their favorite comics, Joe.
Yeah.
So, Joe, I have this idea, late stage greatness, okay? And I really want you to do it, and I want to talk more about it. And I know you hate me because I'm doing MWAT again. Um, if you didn't know, now you know. Um, This is episode. This is being shown on episode 41 of the Monumental Waste of Time podcast. Joe, I want this so bad. I want to work with you, and I want to succeed with you, and we can do it, man. Like, because you're so compelling. All these shows study your every move. Okay. Do you know why? Because you have it. You're compelling. And all the people that have like been making fun of you, once you start to show them that you're the real deal, they'll all come around and root for you, man. They'll all come around and root for you.
Karen, that sounded like a very heartfelt message to Joe, and I really hope he accepts your offer because I know that you mean it, and I know that you have good intentions because I know you. I just think it'll be a big step for Joe to be able to really see that. I think he really struggles with understanding people's motives, and he ever sees everything in black and white. I think. But I hope we can splice that up and send him that message to him that you just recorded as part of the show, and along with an email message.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. I will email him. Um, I will take the step and email him about that idea.
So let's go now into another segment. And so this segment is just looking around at what Joe has been doing lately. Because I had just said when Karen shared her idea with us about wanting to do a podcast with Joe to help him achieve his greatness. I said to her that, this would be really difficult and almost impossible to help him because he's really at a very low point right now. So let's look at kind of what he's been doing.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What's making you say he's at a low point? What, like, define that? What is it? Like, we don't know. What is his low point?
He's not doing any podcasts. He's pretending he's talking to somebody, but he doesn't have anybody really to talk to. He's doing podcast. He's doing a skit pretending that he's his son and himself. He's talking about sports nonstop. He doesn't have a nice studio to work in, so he brings a guy into Crate and Barrel, and they use that as a background.
So you're saying,
and all the other people that he worked with in the past have all disappeared, but Artie Tobias managed to come back. But I'm sure he's going to be gone any minute too.
Well, I mean, it's good to know. Can you play the Artie Tobias thing? Artie Tobias is a musician and Joe's neighbor. And he's like a name for the past. And it's great. I want to build back. I want to revisit all these, like, they were like stars to me. Like, and I remember talking about this with Benny. Like, the people like Ron Poliquin and like Jerry Rowan and like Chris from Ashland, Mass. They were like stars. And I'm looking forward to, like, more stars from that era, like, because that was actually feel good, like, until it wasn't. That's pretty much like the coolest thing that's ever been said about Emma. It was feel good until it wasn't. But hey, look, I'm into all this right now. Like, I'm so psyched I want to meet all these people again, and I want Joe to be a success. Like, let's do it. Let's do this, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up a recent video that Joe posted with Artie Tobias, who has come back on the scene.
New Rochelle, New York. We have, what's your name?
Artie Tobias.
Artie Tobias.
Who's the man on the street?
Who was famous that grew up in New Rochelle, New York, that comes to mind?
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
But
it already, like, Okay, it already is a disaster, and I'll explain to you why. Like, I hate when Joe does what he's about to do. What he just did, I mean, where he goes like, "Hi, what's your name?" Like he's trying to pretend like he doesn't know this
I
dude.
hate that. Absolutely hate that. Exactly.
Okay.
One of the reasons why I'm showing you this. He knows this guy. He's performed with him on stage. It's all there's a reason why I'm saying like he's so like just go ahead.
False pretense is brutal. Like one time, and God rest his soul, I miss him so much. From Nate from Wide Man Can't Jump podcast, who so sadly passed away as a young father. Like, and I was really crushed by that because Nate and me, we weren't good friends, but we were both running podcasts and we had a mutual respect. But I would go on his podcast, Wide Man Can't Jump. It was a sports podcast, and it was co-hosted by TR, a friend of mine, and who actually did an episode of MWAT, true MWAT heads remember TR, Uncle Fester. But anyway, I they booked me for that show, and then I call, it's my time, and then they go like, oh, we have a caller. Oh, Karen from Philly, and I was like, on the show, I was like, listen, I'm a booked guest, okay. And I had to tell that to okay, yeah, so I'm a booked guest, all right, like there's an air of dignity here, like. So anyway, Joe did this when Joe had a little talked about but utterly fascinating, we would tune in live, radio show, FM radio show in, I think, was it in Connecticut?
Yes.
Okay. Joe had a radio show in Connecticut for like 3 weeks until like his personality and performance convinced everyone that he was brutal. Okay. But anyway, check this out. Like Jerry Rowan would call the show and Joe would be like, we have Jerry from, Delaware on, like, and he wouldn't go like, hey, Joe, yes.
Yeah, I remember this. You're right. He did
Jerry.
this.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he doesn't know. Right, I know. Joe, you know Jerry.
If I'm Artie Tobias, and this is just like a pet peeve of mine, like this thing here I'm talking about. Play it back, run it back. I know this is but this is one of the things that MWAT actually does inside media.
Yeah.
Okay, go back and I wish Artie wasn't wearing glasses, because what I really like Artie Tobias to say here is, I don't understand the question. I've been your neighbor for 25 years.
Yeah, right.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so Joe's asking him who grew up in New Rochelle, New York, and Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So he's acting like this guy over here is a guy.
He's trying to be like man on the street here.
Man on the street is exactly what he said. Yeah, and meanwhile he knows this guy and has performed with him. So let's go back and start it again.
Who famous grew up in your town? We're right here in New Rochelle, New York. We have, what's your name?
Artie Tobias.
Artie Tobias, who's
the man on the street.
Who was famous that grew up in New Rochelle, New York, that comes to mind?
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno,
the comedian, you may have heard of him. Don McLean was also a New Rochelle guy.
And who was Don McLean? The American Pie guy.
American Pie guy.
Yeah,
the American Pie guy. He went to Iona Prep.
And isn't there a line in the song about New Rochelle?
There's stories that the levee was either the old bumpers or the beachfront. When he referred to going down to the levee, that was a drinking hole that he was going down to. Can I just say one last thing?
Sure.
Go Yankees.
Go Yankees. See if I can remember who famous came out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. We all know Oral Hershiser, who pitched in the World Series, who pitched for the Dodgers, who the Phillies hate right now. Allie Lauder, who's a big actress, who was in a lot of movies. She grew up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. J.D. Roth, was the host of like Truth or Dare or whatever those shows were. Remember them in the 80s? They were always on Nickelodeon. There was a lot of slime involved. J.D. Roth had studied all.
I
What
mean,
we're gonna
whatever
do?
is that important?
well, now I can look at it from a different eye. Like I don't have to look at it from. I can look at it with this eye. Check it out, Joe. We're gonna take you out of this cesspool of trivia and sports. Okay.
Remember when?
Yeah, I'm gonna take you out of that to a world where you don't have to worry about minutia and factoids that everyone has Google for and doesn't need these things. Like, first of all, like that, but secondly, bro, we're gonna change the game to you talking about, hey, you know what? I sent an audition. My manager sent a reel to show X. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And little things like that. Like it's gonna be much more interesting than this. Like every time we watch a highlight of Joe, someone's rooting for the Phillies or now the Yankees.
Right.
Oh, how did they sneak in?
And it's always about the past, the past, the past. And he's
What
wearing a Delirious t-shirt. We know he has that t-shirt. He's just stuck in the past, Joe. I know the current times are rough for everybody, but it's you know, like in general, like you got to live in the current times.
Also, that doesn't look like a cool. Okay, it's conceptually it's cool, but that looks like the kind you get at like Spencer Gifts or
I
something.
agree with you. Yeah, yeah. He
It
tries.
doesn't look like, you know, like
Right. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, like so we have to like dress him better too. Like, but um like uh we can look at so we would not do this. And I want to be careful because you know we don't want to show too much of sports. But go ahead. Like, how's this one go?
Okay.
All with me at Cherry Hill East High School. Should have stayed friends with him. Glenn Foley played quarterback for the New York Jets. He was the younger brother of Ed Foley, who I went to high school with. Actually went on to be a football coach in the pros. Philly, South Jersey people, Cherry Hill folks that went on to do some famous things. Who famous?
So that was it.
Also, that's like really vapid conversation. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Who's famous from? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I just don't. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with him. It's
like he's always like provincial, like to that
yeah,
point.
it is
Like,
really provincial.
I think that's part of the affliction. Okay, like that we want
Well,
to
I
ask him.
don't think he has anything else. He doesn't know about anything else currently that's going on. All he knows about are his memories and some sports. He just, like as you've said, he doesn't really know sports really. So
So the problem is this: he probably has a lot of family commitments, and so when he gets out of the family commitment to be on his own, like he needs to like have material that's like incredible to work on, not this. Like for instance, you know what I mean? Like when I do like EDM, like in my spare time, you know, underground dance music. I mean, like I'm listening to really high end tunes. You know what I'm saying? He's coming out and and looking at the top 10 on Billboard and just playing those 10. Like he's not like he's not finding he's not what I'm saying. He's not creating here. He's not creating here.
He's musty and in a rut. Very musty.
That's what I'm getting at. He's not creating. This is like gibberish. It's like it's nonsense that like people no, he needs to be going, "Hey Artie, how are you? do you remember me like when I was on Letterman and Man on the Street?
What
And
did you think how did you think I did? What's your honest assessment?
yeah, or
Last time we worked together on stage where I was telling jokes and you were performing, like, how do you think that went? How do you think the audience, like, what are some of the problems? What can we improve? I mean, something a little bit, like interesting.
yeah, like Joe. This is what I know about Joe.
Spiteful.
This is what I know about Joe. He's there. He's here. Like I think I said this before. Like he's here. In other words, he's making videos.
Great.
He's
Yeah.
going to clubs.
He totally is, but look at what he's doing. It's awful.
So he has the ability. He does have the ability. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. We're gonna push Joe to get back to where he needs to be.
Is this T-shirt that he's wearing here? We should talk. Is that on the screen or is
Yeah,
that on a
that's
T-shirt?
on the screen. That's like
Oh yeah, those are the I understand the subtitles. Okay. All right. So here's another one.
but my definition of subtitles as someone who combs the internet for like good still shots with a good subtitle,
Yeah.
your subtitles shouldn't just be every word. They should like capture an idea.
Yeah, well that's not. No, this is just purely subtitle.
Yeah, no, like, but I mean, like,
Translate, like for people who aren't able to hear this.
all right, cool. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now he's talking about New Rochelle, New York versus Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Still stuck in that. And he said best club growing up. And I think what he's trying to do is get people involved in talking. And there are a few people here that are talking, but he's got thousands and thousands of followers supposedly. He's got 54 likes, more than 2, and so I think he feels like this topic is going to generate some interest. People get nostalgic.
Okay, all right. I'll get him out of that. Like, he's right, but it's all losers.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like, and I love everyone, but it's all directionless people that are only like
Stuck in the past and not living.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. They're not losers. I didn't mean that. Like,
No. Yeah, I agree with you. They're not losers. They're just about, people get challenged at
they give it
certain
up.
points in their lives for different reasons. Who knows what they're going through to get
No,
to this point.
no, I could be wrong because like one time like I told my therapist that like I felt bad for people that were on the train like using crossword puzzles and like
No.
I was like, that's so sad.
No. Yeah.
But but then she was like, no, like
Yeah, no.
that's their time, like their favorite time in the day. Like,
Yeah. I know a lot of people who do that.
so so that made me feel real stupid and low and like
Yeah, no, that's it's funny that you interpret it like that, but that's not.
So I'm gonna retract what I said about losers. Officially retract that.
Yeah. You didn't mean that. You didn't mean it.
And characterize it differently. They're all people who seem to have given up on fresh ideas.
Yeah. People stuck in the past and not really motivated, for whatever reason. Some people deal with very serious things. We don't, not going to get into that. And God, only knows what Joe is dealing with. There might be things that are going on there that we don't know about.
Can you tab up a little bit? I do want to see his tour. Put his whole tour in the screen if you can.
Oh yeah.
Slowly rise it. Yeah. Beautiful. Good job. That's cool. Down a little bit more so we can see the title of it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Tour dates. Jersey, Florida, great. Florida, New York, PA. Brilliant. Bravo.
These are the tour dates. And, the December 27th is Collingwood in New Jersey. That's the Scottish Rite. And we're going to talk about that toward the end because that's a big auditorium. And, he's got some dates in Florida. I guess he, might be going with his family to Florida. Maybe not. But this is what he has now. And, this is what he's talking about. I don't know. Do you want to hear another clip? I know that we become boring because we're covering a boring person.
No, we find the compelling.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that too. That's why I'm even pulling this. So I agree with that.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay,
let it ride.
All right, so here's Joe talking about the clubs growing up in New Rochelle versus New Cherry Hill. Is there really going to be a comparison here, or is he going to just list names here and list names there? Is there going to be an actual comparison?
What in Cherry Hill, New Jersey is similar to something in New Rochelle, New York?
Yeah.
And this guy grew up in New Rochelle, New York. His name's Artie. He lives a couple doors down from me. Like we had a bar called Enchante that everybody went to in the 80s, and it was the spot. Enchante. You had the mullet, and you went. What did they have in New Rochelle?
North Avenue.
Was there a certain bar? What was the best one?
Well, there's Characters and Gary's Barleycorn and
Gary's
Smarts.
Barleycorn?
I worked there. I was a bartender there. Yeah, and a bouncer. Yeah, I threw Kevin Dillon out of there once.
Really?
Yeah.
I should have my hand held.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, I know how to work with my
You threw Kevin Dillon from Entourage out of there? What
Yeah,
happened?
well, he was nothing. I don't know. He's being dopey and he had to go.
There it was. Man on the street, Joe Matarese.
And there are his tour dates.
Let me just analyze that real quick. What just happened?
So he forgot Miami in this list. 122 to 120. Of course, I'm comparing it. Oh no, I apologize. I apologized.
Okay, yeah.
Stupid.
Well, he feels vindicated because I know from the past he hates to be corrected.
Yeah, no, Joe, I apologize to you. It was my stupid mistake.
Okay, and I like that you're talking to him now on the show too because we know he's gonna watch.
Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry. I did something stupid. It's my mistake. Your list looks good.
Well, I think really I would be like that dude already seems really interesting. Like,
I agree.
Like he plays in a band and he was a bartender. Like he probably has like a real good job or he probably has like dough. You know what I mean? Like he played in a band and he probably has dough, I think. You know what I mean? He's living comfortably in New Rochelle.
Doesn't seem depressed. He seems like he has a pulse,
Yeah. I dug him. But this, what else you got?
Okay, so that's the kind of thing that Joe has been doing. Here's another thing, very similar. These are all back in the day, the bar scene of North Avenue in New Rochelle versus Cherry Hill, New Jersey. The bar scene now, not just the bar.
Just stop. All right, wait. Okay, all right. This is good. We'll check it out, but I got to get this guy out of all this. All right, go ahead.
I know this is it. I mean, this is just a scream for help. Look at Tobiah has his hand on his face. I mean, it's his face palm.
This isn't cute anymore.
No, it's just not cute. It was never cute.
No, it was cute. It was really cute in 2016, 17, 18. It was beautiful.
Oh, okay, that's cute, but not then. Currently, this is not cute.
Two hunks. I would love to be with either of those men. Like, go ahead.
L.
Everybody that's watching knows the bars that we went to in Cherry Hill growing up. Enchante was the coastline. This place, Walk and Roll. We had a late night spot called Duke's Till Dawn. Now, you grew up in New Rochelle.
Yes.
Where was the spot when you were like 19, 20, 21?
Yeah, 15 to 21 or so was North Avenue. It was all North Avenue. The Beachmont, Characters, Gary's Bumpers, Smart Alex, Church Key, and Tammany Hall. 7 places along that one spot. There were free kegs on Fridays.
Free kegs?
Free keg on Friday.
Just free beers?
Free beer.
No cover charge?
No cover charge. senior year, that's where everybody went. Now, remember, I'm a little older, so it was 18 when I was in high school, so it was easy to get into bars.
And was it one of those areas where people came from all around to go to it?
Oh yeah, no,
Connecticut,
no. It was North Avenue. It was like people, you came from all over. Like now it's White Plains. Then it was North Avenue for 20, 30 years.
All right, so everybody that's watching knows the bars that we went to.
So that was it. You know.
Well, I mean, listen, that was interesting to me, but I know our supporters don't like this. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna keep on doing it. So if you're not a hardcore fan, we're sorry. Maybe bail now. Like hardcore fans, we're with you. We're gonna keep doing what we do. Like until until like it's not like, and that's not gonna be for a long time, or if not ever. Like. And what is here to stay. So
take a look at this and tell me what you guys think of this. He's going to announce, just going to say this and not the whole thing. Let me just make sure that you guys are seeing this. Okay, so Joe's about to announce that he is in Pottery Barn. And he said we, so I'm assuming maybe he's not by himself this time. Maybe there with his family, what's going on. And he just says, should the Eagles bench Jalen Hurts now? What's the joke? And then he gives us a whole bunch of hashtags, and then he's talking about his tour. So let's find out what this is. I don't understand. He's asking a question about sports, of course. And he's now in Pottery Barn. I don't know if it's going to be his family or what's going to happen here, but just take a look and see, and listen very carefully to this.
Pottery Barn right now. And we're gonna ask them if we can film in here. We're looking for like, we're looking for some chairs and stuff. And I said, can we like try out? Can we sit? You don't care if we film ourselves?
So what he's saying here, just in case people aren't, is he and another person, I don't know who this other voice is. Joe's trying not to make it as obvious, but the other person doesn't even care. He has no shame at all. And he's asking somebody in the store. Thankfully, they didn't just go and do it. So I give them credit for that. He's asking somebody in Pottery Barn, which is a very nice store. Can we go and people try out the couches. So they figured, hey, we can try out the couches and put the camera on and do a podcast. So
you need a permit here to do this. Like you can't.
That's not what they say. That's not what they say.
Okay, I know, but
right.
It's just okay. All right, let's see, because
so he's
you need a Karen. You need a Karen to intervene and tell somebody they need a permit to.
They need to get the fuck out. Okay, so I'm going to rewind it so people
I would
can hear
be the
this
Karen.
again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen to both voices.
This is in we're in Pottery Barn right now, and we're gonna ask them if we can film in here. We're looking for like, we're looking for some chairs and stuff. And I said, can we like try out? Can we sit? You don't care if we film ourselves? People come and sit on the couches and the chairs. Let's try this one. That looks pretty fun. Yeah, this will be a good podcast. It looks like a podcast studio right now. Jalen Hurts.
It looks like a podcast studio right now. He's totally psyched. It looks like they have, a wonderful studio, but he's definitely doesn't have money or time to get one of those any longer.
Well, so interesting that we watched part of the night where I filmed inside Joe's show and started off by asking, is it cool to film?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he did it too.
Yeah.
So I just love that similarity.
Okay, there's a connection.
You see, there's a connection between me.
All right, well, moving on. He's in he wants to look. I mean, this is it's like the whole theme with Joe is that looks can be deceiving, and I want to trick everybody to make us look like we're doing something. We're better than what we are.
Right.
And so here he is with the backdrop. This guy over here, I don't know who he is. He looks bored as, and Joe again with the Cougars and the hat, the same sport. And he's talking about sports. And they're not. They're recording in a pottery barn. One of them
All
has
right,
like
let's talk about that, because I think
it doesn't get worse than this, Karen. I don't know what to say. I mean, I give them credit. Like if they were, I'm sorry to interrupt. If they were 13 or 14-year-old kids, I would think they were brilliant. Like you're allowed to sit on the thing, go bring in the camera. It's amazing. Like that would be brilliant. But these are like, I don't know how old this other guy is, but Joe's 60 almost. All right, Karen, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you were fine. I just want to make sure this is explored as someone who is spent money on podcast studios. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, recently, in fact.
okay, and I also
And you're not even on video in those podcast studios. Oh
right,
God.
and so I remember feeling the only thing okay. One time when I did episode 6 of Virgin Yow, um, we were trying to get a picture in a record store, and that was making
Oh
people
God.
uncomfortable. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that very well.
Okay, so I've done this. That's what I love. I have another connection to Joe. Like I love when we watch Joe's antics, and before I critique them, I recognize that I've done them too.
That's very different. You were just wanting to take a picture because you were in New York City and you wanted a backdrop. You didn't act like you didn't sit in the record store and record a podcast in there. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. So all right, I just think this is really odd. But good for them. Good for them that they are the kind of people that have the uh,
Ball.
gumption. Yeah, the gumption to do that and get away with it. Um, I wonder if every person would be able to do that. I don't know. Like, I don't think so. But like, go ahead.
2-0, the Eagles. They won the Super Bowl last year. They only lost 2 games last year. They had an excellent season. So the Eagles are 2-0, but Philly fans, being Philly fans, are upset that Jalen Hurts has had really low passing yards.
Yeah.
What's the joke about people worrying in Philly about Jalen Hurts before it even happened? He's 2-0.
So that's like if
Yeah, worrying about something that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
But it did happen. He has low yards, but they still won.
that's like you're pregnant, the baby that hasn't even been born yet is going to be
mentally handicapped.
or something.
But they can let you
Just
know
stop.
that way in
Stop.
advance, and you
Just
can
stop.
decide.
Just stop.
Oh God.
Just stop. You know, these look, people out here, like I'm trying to inspire Joe. I want to inspire you. Okay. I want to inspire you watching right now, if I can, to put Netflix away, turn off Netflix, turn off Hulu, turn off Amazon Prime. Okay. You're the star of your show, and you have a spark in you. It could be about an instrument, it could be about sculpture or art or crossword puzzles, as I, learned that lesson. But I want you to live your passion. I don't want you to be sitting on some bench in Pottery Barn talking about sports and comparing it to the birth of mentally handicapped child. Like this is wrong. Okay? Because you're not the people aren't living like their passion. They have nothing to say, and they're saying the wrong things.
That's true. Right. That is definitely true. I mean, he drags this guy in. I don't know who he is, but of course, any guy that agrees to do something like this is most likely not going to be great.
This is going to be really bad, and I usually don't look at car wrecks, but go ahead.
I just also want to say, you have every right to tell him what you just said. And to tell everybody, like, turn off Netflix, turn this off, and follow your passion and do your passion and run your own life, because that's really what you did when you started Bird's Ear View.
Yeah,
And you've been doing that now for 6 years, every single day.
and I inspire people, and I in outside of music too. Like I'll talk to if I talk to someone who runs a fruit stand, I'll treat them with respect. I treat everyone with respect, to the best of my ability, and then there's honor in all professions, and I'll want to know like about what they did or how they got their start, or
Yeah.
like you were with me one time, I think, when we were at a supermarket checkout line, and there was a woman working the counter, and she looked like sad and like in another world, like just going through the motions of her life.
Yeah.
And I said, and she said something, and I went, "You're great." And
Yeah.
she said, "No, I'm not great." And I
Oh.
said, "Yes, you are."
Oh.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, you are great.
So
Like
you made a whole night.
you are great. You come to work.
Yeah.
You are human. You're unique. That's what I just want to tell everybody out there. And I'm so glad that this is happening, because the fact that it's going to be in the back end of the show like this lets me know that it's worth it for people to still be watching. And then what? From start to finish, we try to make it compelling. We try never to have it be dated. You know what I mean? Or as best we can, we try to have it. Does this look better? Because like right now, I'm looking at the camera,
It looks great.
as opposed to me looking down, right?
That's okay. Yeah, but this looks good. Yeah.
This right here.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to do this more, but I just love looking at myself
Like
so
you're
much.
looking at yourself. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like I can't take it. I waited decades for this. You know what I mean?
Of course. And I wasn't gonna say anything. And it's nothing really wrong with looking down like that, but yeah, if you can look straight ahead, that there's
All
definitely.
right, cool. I'll try my best with that.
It's wonderful that you want to look at yourself and feel good about it, because you should.
Yeah, so I inspire people, and I just want people to live their passion, and so forth. Let's watch these people. Um,
Not do that.
yeah, let's watch these people melt.
Okay. All right. I don't know where he found this guy.
If you want to abort your child.
Right.
So we can decide if we want to abort Jalen Hurts now, before it's happened. Let's get rid of him.
Can you do an amnios on him?
Bring the backup in right away. It hasn't even happened yet. It'd be so funny if he started next week, and those people would be so upset if the starter wasn't Jalen Hurts. That like they went, you know what? These people are right. People always make that joke, like that no football, when you're watching it with somebody who's just not an athlete, and they're just yelling things that make no sense.
Right.
We're in potty.
So Joe, first of all, I just want to say this. I'm not going to really comment on what he just said, because it's just too much. But Joe, the day that Joe learned how to kind of like transpose and put other things in here, little clips and things in and out, he does it too much. It's just like he thinks it looks great, and he thinks it's a big deal, but it actually looks.
Well, I have a couple of points
amateur.
to make.
Go ahead.
It's not even good for what they're doing.
Right.
Okay, like that. It ended weird,
Right.
And those things were so weird, like those word things that you're talking about. It
Yeah,
just
it was just
but
too much.
but,
A remote control flashes across the middle of the screen.
let me put this in a way that everyone can appreciate.
He's trying, working hard, but go
No,
ahead.
no, 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 Joe. This did not rise to asking some dude from Pottery Barn if you could use their facility to record. Like, okay, if you wrote some screenplay and there was like like a critical scene on a bed, that you needed to do, okay,
It had to have a white, like
yeah,
red
for your
pillows.
yeah, for your NYU film project. Like, yeah, like, okay, but you're coming in to talk about sports, bro.
He didn't even use the backdrop that much from the store. He should have done that actually if you're gonna go and do that. But he didn't really do that much.
He didn't do that. It didn't rise to pot. It wasn't Pottery Barn esque.
No, it's not. Pottery Barn is a nice store, but this was
Yeah,
not.
it wasn't. It wasn't. It didn't do Pottery Barn
Joe
justice.
in Pottery Barn,
Like
oxymoron.
at that point, you got to do. You got to open up the floor, start interviewing shoppers. Like,
Yeah, right, exactly.
start being
Man on
charming.
the street, man.
Yeah,
Pottery Barn. I mean,
yeah.
and the other thing that's really weird about this is I don't know who this other guy is. And apparently Joe didn't tag him in this, so the other guy probably told him like, I don't want to be named. And I don't blame him. The other guy doesn't want to be associated with this. Sure, you can use my face. And but he didn't,
Well, I would worry if I was that guy. He said
yeah.
some
Yeah,
controversial
yeah, no,
things.
I don't even want to get into it, right? 'Cause that,
You know?
but you see somebody on here agreeing to do this with Joe. What do you think you're gonna get? What do you think you're gonna get? The person that agrees to do this fakakta thing with Joe. What do you think he's gonna get? What do you think you're gonna get? What do you think you're gonna see? You're gonna see exactly what that guy is. I mean, he could be the nicest guy in the world, and maybe he is, but at that moment,
This thing was not worthy of three things: Pottery Barn, or the usage of a camera or microphone.
that's
Okay.
true.
Okay. Neither of those three things. Those two people could have talked
On the
in
street,
in an
on a bus
elevator.
stop.
Yeah, that was fine. Like that was like really cool. That's what you would say in an elevator. Like, yo, are they gonna bench Jalen Hurts? I don't know.
In a
Ding.
car. Could you imagine that's what they went Pottery Barn for, to ask that question
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like
and
you
to
know what I
give
mean.
that answer? I know that's what you're saying.
That's so funny. Like that's so
That's what they
funny.
went to Pottery Barn for.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It like there was no need for a camera or microphone. Like two
So,
like
Joe. Look, I know you
what,
feel
what
like you're
hold on. Oh yeah, wait. What is it, like how do you prepare for that? Like people, how is that the plan? Like
Joe, come on. We're I know it seems like we're picking on you, but this is the reason. Like, Joe, you can't be this clueless and so misguided. It's like you reached beyond rock bottom right now. I mean, there are backdrops on these things where you could change the background and you don't have to go in Pottery Barn for one question. There are tons of backdrops, and you're capable of doing that on videos. Put a backdrop in. We all do it.
well, I mean, like, look, I want to make the point. Like we're super low budget, but it
Yeah.
works for us. Like
Yeah.
we're the underdog always,
Completely.
and
This is
and
we're not like
we're not going to invest in like this.
no, but this guy is supposed to be a
Okay?
comedian,
Like,
and he's like,
you know what I mean? I'm not gonna like I'll spend money to record music in the studio, but
yes,
not like this. This is
no,
like
not.
yeah.
But
So
this guy is a comedian performing in places for over 40 years, and this is what he does for this reason. And that, Joe, like, you have to understand, this is why we're picking on you. We're not picking on you because we're trying to make trouble. It's just like we're trying to, like, demonstrate to you. If you can't take a step back and see how, like, crazy this is.
Well, this is not picking. This is talking.
Yeah. I mean, Pottery Barn. Who thought of this idea?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where does he? What? Like, where does this go? Like he's like, well, like, does he go like in his parlance? He must be like, well, I'll be on Route 130.
Maybe this is a guy that he found in Italy, and he said, "Oh, you live in New Jersey, really? Okay, well, why don't you do a skit with me, like, when I come back?" And then the guy was like, "Well, can't have it in my house." And Joe's like, "Can't have it in my house. We'll go to Pottery Barn." I don't know what he did, babe. It's go to a restaurant, go to a pizzeria, sit in a car, sit outside in a park, like.
Look. All right, so we said we wanted to see the end of that bit. We saw the end of that bit.
And the thing is, I don't know, is this supposed to be funny that that's where he went? He doesn't even look like he's trying to be funny about it. Like another comedian would go ahead and they would have a smirk on their face the entire time, and take things from the shelf and joke around that they're a potty bar. And there's a way to do this in a very funny way. Joe's not doing that at all.
No, I'm just happy it wasn't in a sporting goods store.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, sit at the place where you like the shoe department.
No, that he's so sports.
Yeah, well, that's what he did. The whole purpose of this was to ask about football. It's a dumbass question, dumbass answer, worst dumbass.
All right, move on to the next joke.
I'm moving on to the next one. As if this it's torturous, but okay.
So pretty.
All right. As if we can't get, more frustrated. We are gonna probably get more frustrated. This is really just demonstrating where Joe is right now.
All right. I know why you sighed, but go ahead.
Hey, Dad.
This is unreal. Okay, it says, "Do you remember?" Okay, and I know Karen has something to say about that. Do you remember playing lawn darts growing up in South Jersey? As if no one's ever done this before. Like, and so here's Joe once again in the uniform. I call it uniform.
What's that white bag?
It's lawn darts. They're like, you throw them into this thing, like you aim and try to get them into that hole.
Why does it say Phillies?
Because some people, you could buy a plain one, but he says Phillies because he's a big Phillies fan. So the one he bought was Phillies. It's like the T-shirt.
I'll tell you what. I'm a betting person. I bet you
that's not on that thing.
No, that he can't name 12 people on the Phillies.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you.
So this is like what is he doing? Like,
he's pretending that he's sports because he knows that also gets people's attention.
And also, Joe, you look like that dude, the clown prince of baseball right now. Like, okay,
there's a reason why he looks like this.
Okay, but I know, but like this guy, like Max Patkin or something.
I know.
Okay? Max Patkin, you can look it up. I don't know if that's his last name.
Yeah,
you can look it up. Max Patkin, the clown prince of baseball.
All right, well, guys, please.
That's Joe Matarese right now, the clown prince of baseball. Like, I swear to God, like that's who he reminds me of right now. Like in this, like, and I don't mean it like that he's like Max Patkin. I mean it like it's an analogy for the whole sports thing.
Right.
The clown prince. He doesn't even like sports.
I wouldn't even doubt that. I think he knows that this gets people's attention, so that's what he's doing. And he doesn't, and I could just tell by the way he asked questions, like the other question that he asked in Pottery Barn, he got that question from somewhere. Like, I don't even feel like he just doesn't know things.
Well, go ahead, play this because
He
this is
probably, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
so foolish. Play this. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is really incredible. But I just want to say, like, it's one thing to know players' names, okay? And sometimes people maybe don't care about that, but they can still know the game and know
Yeah.
the rules of the game and understand the game. I don't really hold it against people that don't know the names of the players, but I'm not even too sure he knows the rules of football. You know what I
Well,
mean? I wouldn't doubt, that.
no. I believe Joe loves sports. He's an accomplished baseball player. That's not my point.
Oh
My
no.
point is that
Okay.
he's doing something here. Everything is Phillies, Phillies, Phillies,
Yeah.
but it's not his real passion. This is not his
No.
this is his illness.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Like if, which he ha- which I also have my afflictions.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
the need to broadcast his afflictions.
Yeah.
And I have that in my history too.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And and I see the pain here
Yeah.
and what I'm saying is like it needs to be me and this guy
Yeah.
together
Yeah. Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
can keep each other in check, man.
Yeah. 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 I like that. Yeah. I could see that.
Okay? Like I need him. He
Hmm.
needs me.
Um. Okay. So look at all the hashtags, and then let's listen to this and see what exactly is going on here. Because now we see, "Hey, Dad." That's what he just said. Okay. So let's see
Okay.
what's going on.
Dad, I love cornhole. It's always been my favorite game to play in the backyard. I'm curious, what was your favorite game to play in your backyard when you were growing up?
I'd probably say lawn darts.
I never even heard of that.
All right. So this person in the red shirt supposed to be which is played by Joe, is supposed to be the son of the other Joe, right? Because see, it couldn't get his son to do this, of course. I don't blame his son. I not want to do this with my dad. But so that's what's going on. He's even changing his voice. He's supposed to be looking younger, sounding younger. I don't know. And they're talking about like games in the past. Go
Well,
ahead.
I'm going to speculate that I know one of the problems here, and I've long said this over the years. One of the problems is his family commitments, and I understand the reality.
Maybe that is, yeah, you did say this a couple minutes ago. You implied this. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He's got to get. He only has a short amount of time to get away,
Maybe that's what it is. I don't really know
so
though.
he's real rushed on his shit.
I don't really know.
Okay, he's real rushed on his shit.
So are you, and you don't do a shitty job, but go ahead.
What do you mean?
And the things that you do, you don't have a lot of time to do things in your extracurricular stuff.
Okay,
You don't
right.
do things half. I mean, this is ridiculous.
No, here's what I tell people. Here's what I tell people, and this is what I would tell Joe. I'm not saying don't do your family commitments, although there'll have to be some adjustments made so that he can do spots in New York City if he's not already doing them, if we link up. The thing that I tell people, and I'm so happy that we're doing some of this in this episode late because it's what I have to offer people. I work with a lot of DJs that have family commitments and their job commitments. And all that I ask of them is when you can do this, give it your all. Don't go half-assed. The
Right.
problem with Joe is that he's going half-assed.
No, he's not even going half-assed. There's no ass. It's not. There's no. This is ludicrous. This is Joe does not know what the fuck to do, and all he knows is he's got to keep this moving, and he just is completely like. I mean, this is
My larger point is like he's got to go. Like he's got to say, "Hey, man, I'm okay. I got to watch the so I don't even want to get into it. Like I got to do this till 7, and then I got to talk and hang out with so and so till like 9." and then I can work on my stuff from like 9 to 9:30 or 9 to 10 o'clock. I can't just run out for 10 minutes and talk about lawn darts, man. Like, nah, nah.
This is not, it's possible that he may have other family commitments. I don't think he has that many family commitments. And I don't think that that's the explanation really for what's going on here.
I see pain in his face. I see
Oh,
pain.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's miserable, which is why I don't want to be mean. It's just like, I'm just stunned.
I want to bring fun and vibrancy,
Yeah.
and I want to like I want this so bad. The first thing we gotta do is get him on this show, but I'm gonna pitch him. I'm sorry, everyone, that I keep falling back into that. Like,
It's okay.
but I'm passionate about it, and enough that I'm gonna pitch him the idea because it's not up to me to turn it down. It's too good of an idea. It's
Yeah.
up to him to turn it down.
Right. And if he turns it
I
down,
never give
maybe.
him if I never give him that idea, the bad karma is on me.
Yeah.
If I offer him the idea, that alleviates any bad karma for me.
Right.
I'm just trying to help, and I don't wish bad. And if he says no, that's not bad karma. It's just he turned down an energy.
And it may be he may turn it down right now. Maybe 3 months later he'll think about it, because sometimes he does need to think about things, and that's probably his best answer to you would be like, I have to think about this.
No, but I know how he's going to get out of it. He's like going to go like, I have to. We have to pitch it. Do you have investors? Like, I know how
Yeah,
he's
yeah, I
going
know the investor thing. Yeah, he'll be gonna bring
he's
that
going to
up.
be like, do you have investors? And I'll be like, no, dude. The investor is this.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, you know what I mean? This is Wall Street. The Wolf of
Yeah,
Wall Street is
yeah,
going
it's
on
true.
in here all the
Yeah,
time,
that
dog.
is true.
Yeah, so
True.
like, you know what I mean? Like, you handle that if that's how you want to do. But me and you, we could pick up two cups with connected by a string and have ratings, man.
Yeah.
So I don't even need like if Joe and me had the same show, we're on the same show, like the ratings would be baffo, and like, you know, we could just come on something like StreamYard at first, even like just we need to get the ball rolling.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I understand
Immediately. I mean, because he can't really go any lower than he is here. I don't know. Like, there's nothing else.
Also, I'm becoming like the boy who cried wolf about this show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to become a one trick pony.
Yeah.
Just talking about late stage greatness.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, pump it up.
Probably because they outlawed it like many years ago. Why'd they outlaw it? I don't know. I remember some crap that people thinking it was dangerous for kids to throw these sharp, heavy steel darts. You know, they would hurl them in their yards. Bunch of crap. Wow, Dad. Kids are really now. Yep. Very true, son. You know what? Remind me tomorrow to start building those ramps that I told you I was going to build so you can get your bike going really fast and jump over really high stuff. We could even put your friends in there and lay them down on the ground. Hey, Dad.
I mean, the way that he's using the camera is he's trying to make it
I love cornhole.
his
It's always been my favorite game to play in
kid
the back.
self shorter than
Let me tell you something. That was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Like,
Exactly.
just get out of it. Like before we get infected by it.
Okay. I'm already affected by this. Because I saw this weeks ago. I saw it weeks ago.
Just out of curiosity, did we do the thing that had you cracking up yet?
No, there's one thing that I can't do on this show because I have to really pull that from somewhere. So that's a major thing.
Okay.
He gave homage to Bernie I don't know if you want to hear that.
No, that's sportsy.
Yeah,
All right,
of course, right? And
we can move on.
I'm just trying to see. I want to make sure I feel like there was one other thing that I had to show you guys here.
He wears that Cougar shirt a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Really likes it.
Oh, this is very important. We need to watch this. Okay. I just want to say that, we've seen Joe in the past clips doing things that, are really far below what he's even done years ago, even when he was failing. I mean, now he's really, in my opinion, at the lowest of lows. And Karen said, I see sadness in his eyes or something similar to that. And so if you watch this clip, it's different from the others. He's playing golf. And apparently someone said something to him. And watch his reaction. And we'll talk about why he's reacting in that way. So let's watch this. Oh, sorry.
Public course in Mohan.
Hey, Dad, I love
Playing at golf on a public course in Mohansing, New York. One of the negatives when you're playing golf on one of these public courses is you get paired up with somebody who just keeps giving fucking advice, and you just want to look them right in the eye and go, dude, if you were good, you wouldn't be playing at this public golf course. Shut the fuck up. Playing at golf.
So, what do you see, Karen?
Well,
should I roll it again? Because you maybe didn't see.
Yeah, play it for everyone. I'm gonna have full disclosure. I've seen this.
Yeah.
But my takes will be fresh. Okay. But I don't want to deny everyone else from seeing it again because the beginning wasn't that smooth.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So swing it back and let everyone hear that.
Hey, Dad, I love
playing at golf on a public course in Mohansing, New York. One of the negatives when you're playing golf on one of these public courses is you get paired up with somebody who just keeps giving fucking advice, and you just want to look them right in the eye and go, dude, if you were good, you wouldn't be playing at this public golf course.
Look at his face.
First off, that's incorrect.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. Okay. It is right.
It's so incorrect, first of all.
You're right.
Secondly, there's an enabler laughing in the background.
Yeah, that's true.
Something that wasn't funny. You could play it again if you need to hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
And then somebody goes, ha, ha, ha.
All right, I got to hear that. And my guess is that he's saying this probably right in front of the guy who said something and made him pissed. Because that's what he looks like he's doing. Because he's so angry here. But I'm going to...
Oh, you know what? The joke's on us. He's probably talking about that dude. But go ahead.
What dude?
Play it again. There's a dude that laughs.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And does he? Maybe he shows him in the. All right, go ahead. Like jokes on us.
He's pissed here. It's not.
I love
whatever.
cornhole.
Playing at golf on a public course in Mohansing, New York. One of the negatives when you're playing golf on one of these public courses is you get paired up with somebody who just keeps giving fucking advice, and you just want to look them right in the eye and go, dude, if you were good, you wouldn't be playing at this public golf course.
Yeah. He's there with somebody. He's there with somebody, and the guy's, like he knows he's not persecuting. He know that he's making fun of somebody who said something because he's pissed. So the guy just laughs. I don't think it's.
I thought the joke was going to be on us that he was like that he was going to pan the camera.
Oh no, yeah, no, I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he's really pissed here.
All right.
You don't see how angry he looks here?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, this isn't even. There's worse. That's worse. Hold on.
Hey,
Why
Dad,
is that like, yo?
He's pissed. Just watch his face. Look at that. Oof. Ooh, look at his eyes. Wow. Even without the words, it's more telling. He looks terrible.
All right. Well, now we're like
Ooh,
assessing his thoughts. We're not
wow.
even like letting him talk.
Ooh, look. Yeah,
like,
no
like,
way.
like, you know, um,
He's
you
not being
know.
funny here. He's not being funny. He's pissed. Ooh. Okay, so why is he so pissed here?
Well, I'm a little thrown because I'm not sure the context. Also, is he driving? I forget.
You asked that, and It's not. They're probably in one of those golf cart things, and it doesn't look like he's driving. But
Let it play a little bit. I want to see what we see here.
with the sound,
Yes.
Hey, Dad, I love
Playing golf on a public course in Mohansick, New York. One of the negatives when you're playing golf on one of these public courses is you get paired up with somebody who just keeps giving fucking advice, and you just want to look them right in the eye and go, dude, if you were good, you wouldn't be playing at this public golf course. Shut the fuck up. So playing golf on a public course in Mohansick, New York. One of the negatives when you're playing golf on one of these public courses is you get paired up with somebody who just keeps giving fucking advice, and you just want to look them right in the eye and go, dude, if you were good, you wouldn't be playing at this public golf course. Shut the fuck up.
All right. I would need to know what that. I don't know golf vernacular. I don't know what paired up means. So it must mean like he's with someone that laughed at his joke, and it must mean that like four people are at a hole at one time.
mm.
But I don't know why the people that the man he's referring to, or woman,
Mhm.
I don't know why the person he's referring to can't hear.
Well, the person's gone. He's probably on his own little thing.
Yeah, but they were
Paired
paired up. They were paired up there.
up in golf refers to a golf course pairing up individual golfers or smaller groups to form a complete foursome. So they're in
Oh,
their own little.
yo, dude, how did I get that right?
Yeah, you're right. They're maximizing the players.
I was like, going like, oh, well, actually, I'm added 2 + 2 and it made 4.
Right, right,
That's like, yeah, like, yo, that's so amazing.
right. So he's probably on the golf cart with the person he came with, and the other guy's on a different golf cart with something he come when he came with, or maybe he's alone.
One pair, and then it meets another pair, and then that's a foursome.
Right.
All right,
Beautiful. So my take on this is that Joe escapes to all of these sports like activities like baseball, his own when he does it himself, and softball, whichever one he's playing. I recently said he's doing softball instead of baseball, which was shocking. And also golf and anything else he plays. I think he escapes to that because it makes him feel like he's a success. He wants to believe that he's, a professional player. He knows he isn't. But it takes him out of the field of comedy where he knows he's faltering and he's not a famous musician. He can't do that. But so he goes into this and it makes him feel important and good at something. And I don't blame him because he, fails here, fails there, fails there.
Well,
Now we had somebody meet up with him at this thing. Person didn't know him, and he gave him advice. And Joe was like, "You're not going to give me fucking advice. I'm an amazing, player." And like now he feels like a failure there too, and the only place where he doesn't feel like a failure, and that's why he looks so pissed. That's my take on this. I could be wrong.
well, it's disgracia that he is on a public golf course complaining about people. When you
Exactly.
when you do that, when you sign up for that, like, dude, you're using a public pool, man. Okay, like you might as well be in your trunks with like, urinating in a public pool with that green thing following you. Like, okay, like, so,
Ew.
that I don't know if was that real? Did they really have those? That was like when I used to use a public pool. They'd be like, "Don't pee," because it'd be like there's this thing that would
Ew.
follow you. Like the water would change colors.
I don't know. You gotta look that up because I never really used like a public pool like that. I did
It was
maybe
like a old wives' tale that they
really.
have that.
Ooh.
Anyway, I don't know why I said that.
So this is what he said: negatives of playing public golf.
Oh yeah, he's in a public pool, and you can't look if
Golf
you make the step to um, use a public golf course. You can't go on like, oh, I don't like the guy playing with me because he tried to give me advice and he can't be good, which is not true. It's not true. You don't go on a public golf course bitching about the other players, man. That's so low end, bro.
It's not even like why he's doing. It's not even like that fact that he did this. Although I agree with you that it's incredible that he's doing this, but it's more like why is he doing this and how? And it's because of how he was made to feel. He's supposed to be valued there, or not valued, but like looked upon favorably for the first time in his life, and baseball and golf. This is where he's supposed to shine. It's the only opportunity for him to shine. He doesn't
Look,
shine at home.
hey, I recognize this. Like the guy needs a little relief, little release.
Yeah. He does need a release. But then he's told that he's a big dummy over there too, I think, because whatever the guy said to him, it made him feel really bad about himself.
No, I'm sorry to say this. Like he looks like someone who is frustrated, potentially physically.
Absolutely.
He's uptight. Why is he uptight today?
Because he wants to be, known to be a good player there, and some guy just made him feel like shit. And that's the only
he's probably bitter that he has to play in a public course.
I don't think so.
I think that's what the heart of this is. He has to bite the bullet. He has to bite the bullet and play on a public golf course.
He shouldn't have any expectation otherwise. He's not a famous golfer. Why should he have any expectation?
Yeah, but he lives in a well-to-do area.
Mm.
So it's got to be embarrassing when he sees, some of his neighbors and peers, being able to play at like well-manicured country club courses.
Mm.
Now you're on a course with, and I'm jealous. Like I would love to be. I don't know how to play golf. I wouldn't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I could softly rub his shoulder while he. I could softly rub his shoulder while he drives the golf cart. But anyway, that's a side point. I'm kidding, but no, he's upset about having to use a public course because he's a guy who has a lot of pride. You can move on to the next video, or if we're doing the Joe 100 News, let's take a real quick break.
All right, I have one more video. Apparently,
Okay,
he just posted something today, so let's just look at something recent. I don't know if this is going to be good or not, but I just kind of watched it without the sound on, and he's in a supermarket. So here's Joe in a grocery store talking about a missed opportunity while holding up a bottle of tomato sauce, and the tomato sauce is called Yo Mama's.
Food shopping for the family right now in Stop and Shop here in New Rochelle. and I just saw this new brand of spaghetti sauce, and I thought they were so close to having a genius title. Look at this. Can you see that? It's called Yo Mama's. Yo Mama's. I love the label. It just looks like it's good, so I did buy it. I'm gonna try it. $8.99. But shouldn't that be Joe Mama's? How great would that be? Who's not buying Joe Mama's? Joe Mama's. You guys blew it.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Where are they getting all this Trump? Where are they getting all this money?
I know. I was just thinking that too. I was stuck on the $8.99 too. I know.
Where are
I
they?
don't think he's buying it. I don't believe him. Sorry.
No, you get Rinaldi like the rest of us.
You didn't break it. I'm thinking of spaghetti. No.
You
Private
get
joke.
Francisco Rinaldi like the rest of us for
Or you
$1.99.
make it fresh. Buy the crushed tomatoes and make the sauce. Come on. $8.99. There's no way he bought that jar. You know better than that. Okay. He wants to show that he's, it's all for, appearances.
And what's this, like Joe Mama's? No, that's a real stupid title.
It's really stupid.
Doesn't even it's not even good again.
I mean, there's so much more I could show here, but I think, we're going to move on because
Like
it's all the same thing.
Like, look, dude, like if that's the best you can do in a supermarket, like a comedian should half the time I'm in a market, I'm going like, I need to get back into comedy because I got like 8 jokes about like Keebler and this.
I know you are funny.
You know what I mean? So like, what is going on? Like, that's your best stuff?
Yeah, I know.
Wordplay? Wordplay is your best stuff in a supermarket, which is like a cornucopia of ideas and colors.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I think we're going to wrap up this segment now, Karen, unless you have any final thoughts.
No, wrap up this segment. I really need some water. I drank all my water. Wrap up this segment. I really love this show.
So do I.
Thank you. And we're going to come back with the Joe 100 news very shortly. And now, with all the news about Joe Matarese that matters to you, anchorwoman KarenFromPhilly.
Okay, here's the Joe 100 news. Today, we're going to look back on a story that I told you about last time. Apparently, Joe Matarese had written to his cousin that he was going to be on a local TV show. So let's take a look at what happened with that. So a few weeks ago, and I mentioned this in the last episode, we're just now updating it and seeing what happened.
That's good.
Joe mentioned to his cousin that he was going to be on a Mike Jarrett show. It's called The Mike Show. It's a local late night show that just started at the beginning of September, I believe. And on Facebook, Joe's cousin reached out to him on some post that Joe had, and Joe wrote to him, "Hey, I'm going to be in New Jersey because once a week I'm going to be on a new local night show called The Mike Show." So as I reported last time, I looked up Mike. I looked into it. Just as a reminder, Mike is a news anchor. He's been with Fox 29 for many years. Good Day Philadelphia, a morning show. And before that, he worked on the morning show with Mike and Juliet on Fox. Mike has had a long career in as a news anchor. Karen, do you want to add anything about Mike that you know?
Just that he is a dominant media personality in Philadelphia, enough that he can have a show named after just his first name, that kind of thing.
Right.
In your update from last week, maybe I didn't listen properly the first time. Like, I didn't know that was like Joe was saying that to a cousin.
Yeah, Joe's cousin responded to him on some Facebook post that Joe had, and then Joe, whatever the cousin said, it was innocuous, and then Joe said, "Hey, I'm going to be in your area soon because I'm going to be on the Mike Show, a new show, and I'm going to be there every week, once a week."
Okay, here's what Joe should have done. Definitely. In Yiddish, we have the slogan saying "Kinahara," and I'm saying it wrong. Kinahara, like you got to go. If you say something's going well, you have to say Kinahara at the end so that it doesn't go bad.
Right.
So in other words, Joe would have been like this. Yes, I'm booked for the first couple weeks, or they told me every week on the Mike Show, the new on the Fox affiliate in Philadelphia, Kinahara.
Yeah, right, exactly. But he didn't do that, so he got kind of hurt.
Show the folks Kinahora. It's spelled like Kinahora. Show them a screenshot of the Yiddish Yiddish expressions. We can go over a few of those.
Sure.
Wow, this is amazing. This is you got things.
Hold on, I found it. Just hold on. Now I got to get back to us.
Okay. Kinahara. Wow, my father would be so happy that we're talking about Kinahara on.
It's a Jewish holiday right now too, so it's perfect.
Oh my God.
Okay, can everybody see this? Kinahara is a Yiddish term. Can you see it?
Yeah.
That translates to no evil eye. And it's used to ward off a jinx or bad luck. So I agree with you that I've heard this too. A lot of people say it. And I know you say it all the time, but I've heard it even from the time I was very young.
Yeah.
That is a protective measure after giving praise or experiencing good fortune to prevent envy from causing a negative outcome. And it's similar to knocking on wood. And the etymology is that it's a contraction of three Yiddish words: Cain, no, Ayin, I, and Hara, no evil eye.
And how do you pronounce it? I pronounce it Kinahara.
Oh, let's see what the pronunciation is. Let's see if we can do this.
Okay. No.
Hold on. Yeah, we're getting it.
Okay. Like before this.
Kinahora. Kinahora.
Oh, Kinahora.
Kinahora. Kinahora.
Like I would have said, I hope I don't. I would have said, like, I'll never bring the show to a screeching halt, Kinahara.
Right.
But because I didn't say Kinahara. I brought the show to a screeching halt. It's okay. Like, but this satisfied. You know who this satisfied? Me. Like.
Yeah, I think there might be. Maybe I'm wondering if there's dialects, like people say it differently. There's different.
Kinahora.
Yeah, everybody's saying it the same way.
Kinahora.
Kinahara though is like a lot better.
Hold on. Oof. All right, I don't know, wasting time.
Kinahora.
So yeah, so the point is, I guess we lost the college kids demo.
Let's see.
Okay, no, no.
Let's
All
see.
right, you know, all the college kids just tuned out. Like, but anyway, what I want to say is, Joe should have said Kanahura after whatever had us going to this. Oh yeah, the
Oh yeah,
Mike show.
the Mike show.
Mike
Yep.
show.
So
Yeah,
he
he should have
claimed that
said.
he was going to be on. And not only was he going to be on, but he was going to be on weekly.
But
And
by not saying Kanahara, he cost himself that gig. My father would say it. But if my father was alive today, right now, my father would be like, Joe lost the Mike show because he didn't, my father would put it in an active, like my father was abrasive. Like he would be like, you Kanahara me.
yeah, right, exactly.
Like, because if you're trying to like, oh, you look good today. You're feeling good. Like, you Kanahara me.
Yeah, that's funny.
This is how I grew up. Like, I mean, it was horrible.
Ugh.
Can you imagine? Like, every time you did something, it was a Kanahara.
Mm.
Do you know how like harsh that was? Like, if you
Of
slipped
course,
up,
because you always thought something bad was going to happen unless
and
you.
it would be your fault.
Yeah.
It would be my fault. Like, I couldn't be. Basically, what that is teaching you is don't be positive.
Right.
Okay, like
Yeah.
and that's the
Something
household
bad
I
will
grew.
happen.
And
Something bad will happen.
I'm someone who, looks for the joy in things. And like, I had to grow up in a mentally abusive household where if you said something positive, you were jinxing everyone.
Oh.
Okay.
Sometimes the jinx would happen and then you were really felt bad, right? Or somehow it seemed like, that.
Oh, also, let me just say this for the record. I'm getting my teeth fixed.
Mhm.
I'm getting extensive dental work done, including bleaching eventually in the coming months. It's already paid for. So I know I'm in on it. Okay. I know that I need to do that. And I'm looking forward to that. So I'm doing it for me. Because I wanna feel beautiful, and I'm not gonna be getting any uh I'm not even gonna be getting any kind of facial work done or boob job or butt lift or anything like that.
Good.
I'm getting something that have bothered me my whole life, my teeth fixed.
Great. It's great. I mean, I'm very happy you're doing that. You're going to look so amazing. Although your teeth already look wonderful.
Yeah, they're fine. It's fine, but it doesn't. They need a little help. They need some professional love and some TLC, and it's cool. It's a horror show, really. My teeth and the kids made fun of me growing up, because my teeth, and it was traumatizing. But I had some dental work done that when I was doing stand up, and a little bit before that, which made it fine. And people go like, "You have a nice smile. You have a nice smile," but I don't think so. I mean, I think so.
You do. Oh, your smile is one of your best qualities.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but if you really, talk about it, it's not great, or something. And I just need that. I just want something cool done for me. It's for me, and I'm not getting I'm not getting SRS. I'm not doing anything. I've had some surgery. I don't think I talked about it on Bird's Ear View. I mean, it's cool. Um, I'm castrated or whatever. That's cool.
Of course, yes.
The Karen 100 News.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was going to say this is the Karen 100 News instead of the Joe 100 News.
So that would be like a really great thing for late stage greatness to say to Joe, like, you know what I mean? Like, see, that's the kind of thing Joe needs to be talking about, not Route 130. He needs to be talking about my castration. All right, go ahead.
So, apparently, let's find out. I'm saying Joe wasn't on Mike. How do I know that? Well, here you go.
What if he? I just realized. Hold on. What if he was talking about Red Bar like that?
Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna be
So
on the. I'm gonna be on the Mike show.
I was very interested in this because I did not know who Mike Jarek was, believe it or not. I didn't know who he was. And I find him, he's an older man. I think he's in his 70s. He's wonderful, like in terms of being very endearing. He's naturally talented. He's not, I mean, he's good. It's great to watch.
His hook is his
Down to earth.
easiness on camera, like his
Yeah.
ability to like not even look as if he's on camera.
Yeah, that's a good
Really
point.
just be like a typical person. Like
I agree. And that is really what he's like. And he just seems like just very down to earth, kind of just very comfortable in front of the camera, just having a good time, just being him.
that's what I
And
meant. Comfortable in front of the camera, polished that way.
yeah. And he just looks like he's having fun. Okay. And he's inspired by David Letterman and all the greats that have, been on late night shows before him.
Did I
And so,
ever mention that Joe's been on Letterman?
yeah, twice. No, you
Okay.
mentioned
All right, cool.
it a million times, but Joe has been on Letterman twice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Like, see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, he's like it. Like,
Yeah.
that's so epic. Like,
All right. So we don't know about that, but okay.
so
So,
amazing. Like, he's
so how did I know he wasn't on? Well, I started watching Mike. I wanted to learn a little about him. I wanted to see how the show was. I was very curious. This guy's starting a late night show on Fox 29. You can watch it online. And I just got curious. And it's not brilliant, but it's cute and it's getting better. And I don't think it's everybody's thing, but I like it. And so I watched it started like in the beginning of September, and I watched up to and including episode 11. I didn't watch episode 12 yet. So I've watched up until September 24th.
Did you see the episode? Did you see the episode with Lamar Todd? I used to do stand
No,
up.
Lamar Todd. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So Lamar Todd was on episode 16, so I didn't get there yet.
Okay.
So from watching this, aside from my own take on Mike, and I think he's doing well, and I hope this lasts forever for him. He has a sidekick named Vince. I don't know his last name right now. Maybe it's on this page somewhere, but Vince, no, Vince. Yeah, I don't know his last name.
I love you, and you're doing an incredible job. We want to keep it moving. We don't want to drift off into like a homage to this show right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So,
but it's really cool that you covered this. Like, thank you for covering this. Like, Joe, this will go down in show history. Kinahara, like Joe Kinahara himself. My father was like literally. If Joe Matarese had said that to my father, who passed away in 2009, my father would go, Kinahara. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't, like, Joe would be like, what do you like? Joe would be like, yeah, I'm gonna be on the Mike show.
Really funny.
You could have heard yourself. Like, it was brutal. So I'm really glad that we did that. Like, babe, we now know why Joe's not on the Mike show. He could have
Right.
because a day after he did that, he got a phone call where they said, look, man, we think you're great, but we're going in a different direction.
All right. So that's apparently what happened, because Joe has not been on any of these episodes that at least I saw. But and then you could see who's on for the episodes that I haven't watched all the way up until up until like 10/9 or whatever the date this was. It's on Monday through Friday, and you can see though that they don't mind having comedians on, because as Karen said, they had comedian Lamar Todd on, which I didn't see yet. They also had on John Coughlin, who is very well known for doing imitations of people, just like Joe does, but of course,
I have performed with Lamar. I have performed with Joe Conklin. Joe Conklin is a well-known name in Philadelphia, and he came to an open mic I hosted one night, and referenced my career.
Amazing.
Do I know Lamar today? No. Do I know Conklin? No. But like I've I've done comedy with these people,
Amazing.
and it feels good to, you know what I mean? Like it feels good.
It should feel good. I mean,
It feels
you're
good to
you're
see
up there.
people this is how I roll.
Yep.
It feels good to see people that I performed with succeed in life. If people do not do not get mad or jealous or down about other people's success,
Of
particularly
course.
success
Yeah, a lot of people do
people you
that.
know. It's the worst karma you can inflict on yourself. The best karma you can possess is to have genuine happiness for people's success. Um, and do your own thing. You know what I mean? Like and try and the journey, it's not the success or failure in the end. It's the journey.
I
So
agree. I agree.
yeah. So a lot of people have from the Philly comedy scene when I was on it, and I was kind of well known, and a lot of people were on it. And I was cool with a lot of people. I gave a lot of people stage time too. But like, one thing I'll say is some of the people that I performed with that I'm, if not cool with, like I know and follow them on social media, and if I saw them on the street, we could have a quick, great talk or something. Um, some people that I performed with are like red bar fools, um, but and that dates back, you know what I mean, like Gino and and whatever. But like I've seen Foley, H Foley of Are You Garbage, get clowned. I saw like Ian get clowned one time. A lot of people that I performed stand up with blew up. It's it makes you go like, hey, like I'm real comfortable with it because I go like, you know what? That's what those dudes really wanted, and they went out and got it. I don't believe that was my true passion. I think I'm in my true passion now, music.
I agree with that.
And also it's also just it's an offshoot like thing that I do where I inspire people. Like music has helped me in every facet of my life.
Yeah, you get so much joy to that. I completely agree with you. It's without question.
So there's three people here I performed with: Lamar, Matt McCusker, and Joe Conklin. So
Yep, Matt McCusker. Yep, that's another
what
comedian
happened
who
to
was
Joe?
on. Another comedian who was on.
What happened to Joe? Ciao.
That's the question. We don't know what happened to Joe.
Comedian
Who's
Lamar's
this
Todd.
person? James Murray from Impractical Jokers.
Actually, I'm gonna indulge myself right now. Can you? We're gonna do a spot check. Did Lamar do stand up on mics? Oh, you didn't see it yet.
Did he
All
do
right.
stand up? Oh, I think probably.
Do they have time codes?
Let's see. Let me see.
I want to see Lamar's set if he did a set. Like, I'm
Okay.
sorry, everyone. Like, just this is for me again. Like, if you're still watching, we know you're a big fan. Like, just it's cool. I did stand up not a lot of times, but I actually have a funny story about. Um, I was DJing at the Laugh House, and I controlled like who got guest spots, and there was 3 shows a night, 8, 10, and 12, and I controlled who got guest spots. And one time Lamar was like, "Yo, can I get a spot?" And I was like,
Mm.
"Yeah, man, but you just have to put on, you can't wear shorts on stage. It's a bad look."
Right.
Um, and he was like taken aback
Mm.
that I said that,
Mm.
but it's in his blood to want to be a stand-up comic because he went home and he got
Oh,
handled,
awesome. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
was on the 12 o'clock show. You know what
Good
I'm
for him.
saying? Midnight
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
So let's check out Lamar's appearance or stand-up on here. I hope he does a set. I'm really into people's sets lately, and we're gonna have some comedians on like Brendan Kennedy and Brian Fennell, and we're gonna check out their sets. We got great guests coming up. Like, I got to shore down dates with everybody. Right now, we're just doing impromptu shows. So, I want to get Benny on the show, Danny Woodward, Beth Kaufman, Grim Avenue, um, Brian, and Brendan, and my friend Henny. Um, so there's gonna be some great guests on this show. Like we're gonna do some like cool stand-up stuff, like where we watch somebody's set like for the first time on the show
Mm.
and act very genuine about it. So actually I'm gonna do that. If Lamar does stand-up, we're gonna do it to his set. You can crush it. We can be disappointed. Doesn't mean we don't like you or we like you or don't like you. We're
Mm.
just gonna look at someone and stand up fresh and deal with it.
Sounds great. Okay, so let's find out what Lamar did on the Mike Show on October 2nd, 2025.
Okay.
Something for you to do.
Yeah.
Go to the dysfunctional family comedy show.
I was raised in that.
Happening this Sunday at Punchline Philly. One of the comedians you will see there is Lamar Todd. Lamar is a teacher by day, stand-up comic by night.
Isley Brothers?
Oh, that's in R. Kelly.
Do they still let him in school?
That's classic. Oh, man, come on. You got to separate the man from the music there.
Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me, Mike. Hey.
Where do you teach?
Nice to see you.
Hey, I teach in Chester, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yes.
And what subjects?
I teach a brand new class that just started a few years ago. It's comedy.
Nice.
Performance comedy. We do improv, public speaking, writing.
Nice.
Yeah.
High schoolers?
Yeah, high schoolers, 6 through 12.
Nice.
Yeah,
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that for about 6 years now, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah.
You know, we talk a lot on the show about the possibility that our teachers might go on strike.
Yes.
Have you ever considered that down there?
Oh man, I mean, it's real. I mean, I haven't considered it myself. We're pretty cool, but we're very
Don't get him in
understaffed.
trouble.
Yeah. I love my job. Hey, job. Hey. Oh, hey,
We
you
hear
guys
you're unionizing, huh?
Oh,
Union boss.
but it is getting real, man. The pay has always been lousy for teachers all across the country, not just here in PA. And yeah, man, we're understaffed. A lot of people are leaving. We're hiring anybody right now, man. I mean, they hired me. That was bad enough.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Hey, you
anybody,
passed the
man.
background check. That's all you really got to worry about.
That's crazy, man. I was at the school, man. They were hiring felons at the school. No lie, man. Dude, I mean, they need employment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need a chance, but it's supposed to be like security guards and stuff like that, or outside doing, like crossing guards. But it got so bad that we need them in the school. It's crazy, man. I seen a dude teach a math class, man. It was wild, man. How you go from doing hard time to teaching hard math? It's scary, man. He was like, pay attention.
All right, time out. Love Lamar, okay? Like, I'm real proud of him for this. Like, but he did something, I guess that's like real regimented, but he did his material that just there. He was like, how you gonna go from teaching, and it sounded like it didn't hit. Like he should have been like, he could have been like something like, you can pass a background check, but when you keep the kids in line, you tell them like you've been to jail. You know what I mean? Like something
Yeah,
like that. Like,
yeah.
okay, like just something like that. Like
Mhm.
something like funny. And right then and there, like, you know what I mean? Like, been more confrontational when the other guy said background check. If Lamar went, well, yeah, but to keep him in line, I tell him I've been to jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that would be funny.
that's
Yeah.
really funny. Because I one time, when I went on mainstream radio, the second time, I think you might have even heard it. Um, the first time I came on, I was just telling my stories, and like, it blazed out the entire world, you know?
Mhm.
And then I got so full of myself. Like the second time I came on, they said something and I went into like my material
Right.
and it fell flat. And before
Oh.
anybody could say anything, I went, well, that's it for shtick. And they loved it. And then I just was my more natural self again. Like it's nerve. He relied on his act because, of nerves. I've been there, not that big of a spot. I've been there in big radio spots, but never on TV. Like, so I give it up to Lamar, and I'm really proud of Lamar. Like, and this is a great appearance so far. I've been really enjoying it. And I could be wrong. You know, we'll let him know that we covered this, even though I haven't talked to him in a long time. Actually, he came in on uh, some video, another comic shot one time, and right when my transition first started happening, he was like, "Oh, hey, Danny or Karen or whoever you are," you know what I mean? Like, it was like, it
Yeah.
was funny, like so. So I will let him know. So let's continue to watch the rest of this since we are going to be doing actually more of this. Like I'm into this, like fresh takes on people's media appearances or mostly their stand up.
Okay, here we go.
Shortage too.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. So I mean, and it's been like that since the pandemic. I mean, nobody want to work anywhere. I mean, you know, here that's why you ain't got no writers. I
That's
mean,
right. Is it that obvious?
It's tight. It's tight, man. It's tight to get anybody to work. But yeah, we doing what we can. Philly, y'all hold on, man. I see what y'all did with the trash situation. You know what I mean? So yeah,
what do you teach the students about? In serious, it's like a bombing or rejection, and how do you get through that?
It's hard.
That's always been a fear of mine.
I mean, public speaking is hard enough just to get a kid to speak in front of the class, and let alone get them to kind of be funny in the instant, in the same instance. Man, it's hard. It's tough, and it's like another class to them. You know what I mean?
You don't bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, they bomb all the time. I tell them.
Do they volunteer for the class?
It's an elective, just
okay,
like
elective,
you choose dance or music or theater or anything
What a
like
great
that.
addition.
And a lot of them choose comedy, man. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Great.
I know that in 5th grade, Sister Luella made us sing a song. You had to get up in front of the class. I was so nervous and extremely shy. I don't remember the song I sang.
Climb every mountain.
But I climb every mountain, ford every stream. I said it, and she gave me an F.
Ooh.
You put no soul into it right there. That's
What do I need to sing?
Climb every mountain.
Ford every stream.
Right.
Follow every rainbow. Till
right.
you find.
I think it's great.
This got whack. Like,
Okay.
not Lamar. Lamar's wonderful.
The show itself.
This show is brutal. TV is brutal.
It's not rude. It's not
Okay,
brutal.
no. TV is. Listen to me. I would have been delighted if, and Lamar's right. They don't have good writers. Like, okay, because they don't. It's not First off,
Well, they don't have good writers for this. It's
first
not
off, they
brilliant.
only have this show on because it's so
real
cheap.
light.
It's so cheap to produce
Right.
that no one's getting paid like like that much for this more. Like, this is like just to save money, like not have on like be paying like a Jimmy Fallon or like a
Yeah,
Kimmel
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
you got to let Lamar come out and be Lamar. I've seen Lamar. He brings a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you want to see that. Like, um, you want to, and I haven't seen Lamar's comedy in um, in so long. I don't remember if it's funny. I'm thinking he's funny now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't remember Lamar. Like, and I'm not dissing. Like, I love you, man. Like, I'm gonna let you know that we did this. And you can choose to watch it or not. I'm rooting for you. And this is what I really want to say. It's taken me forever to get out. Is that I got to see Lamar come out and do stand up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like let let somebody do their art, man.
I I kind of disagree with you about this. They do something very different here that other late night shows don't always do. Instead of having the comedian stand there and do his comedy and then shake, David Letterman's hand or Mike's hand or whoever, and then leave. I know some people get to sit in the chair too, but typically it's a singer, a performer, and then they don't really talk to
Babe,
them all the time. It depends.
it's the Joe theory. You're there.
I
So
like
hold on, let me finish. You're there. So if you're while you're there, if you ended up singing Climb Every Mountain, something is drastically wrong. Something is drastically wrong with this sit down.
No, see,
I'm
I like
sorry.
this. I like it because he could be funny while he's sitting there, and he doesn't need to stand up and be completely like separate from what's going on and separate from the show. And they talk to him about his other life too, and his important work that he's doing in schools. I've never heard of a school offering a class like this, a high school. So this
Well,
is
then show a clip. Not you. But yeah, actually, do find a clip. I don't know if you can load it up or not.
all right. Can we finish this and see what happens at the end here?
Yeah. Well, as the out cue, we're gonna watch it. Lamar do
A little
comedy.
more. Okay, that's fine. That's great.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell the guy is amazing. I love
Great.
him. He's like, I mean,
Okay.
he's really funny, and there's just he's likable. Like,
Okay. Great. We have to have Lamar on.
I do not know that song. I never heard it.
So, teenagers, you're teaching. Isn't
Yeah.
it rough to?
It is rough, man.
To relate to them.
Oh, it's relate to, and I mean, it is. But we find a line, man. I mean, we joke around a lot. They make fun of me too, a lot, man. It was just. It's fun sometimes, you know what I mean? Like they make fun of my hairline and my head a lot.
What do they say?
They say, Mr. Todd, yeah, just simple. It's not complex. It's like, yo, your hairline, and I laugh, and then I go into my room, I close my door, and cry. But I try to make jokes about it now, man. I posted a meme about myself, like try to make fun of it and try to go viral. And I posted a meme with a TMZ logo and everything, and it said, "Teacher gets arrested for using school debit card on hairline repair cream," with a mugshot like this.
Apparently, didn't work. Oh!
Oh!
God. We gotta go. Good to see you.
That's what they said in the comments, Mike. That's what they said in the comments, man. I'm gonna go cry right now. Where's the crying station at?
Thank you.
All right. He got to be a little bit of himself near the end there, which is good. We're gonna
get out of this. That's what you're saying. We're gonna get out of this.
Yeah. No, but
We're done with this.
But we will watch Lamar's comedy on the Monumental Waste of Time podcast. Yes, we will.
The point here is that Joe Matarese still hasn't been on the Mike show. He definitely isn't on. Definitely not every week. But there are other comedians on, and there are newscasters on who do speaking voices, and also other impersonators, and all these things. And they also had Preston and Steve on, and Joe has done a number of interviews with them. So I'm not too sure what happened, but Joe is not on the Mike show yet. I think it's called Mike, just like that.
Okay.
So
yeah.
We're moving on from that. Okay, so next I want to just put you on like this and
Okay.
giggling.
Just seeing me.
Okay.
It's funny.
Yeah. The Scottish Rite here is the one show that I think is newsworthy because it has over 1,000 seats to fill. And Joe has been trying very hard to fill this. And in fact, he has a sponsor for that show, a cannabis store that is around the corner. And we talked about that on the last episode. So Joe is trying to fill this auditorium. It has 1,000 seats. So let's go and look at how well Joe is filling this auditorium. You can go into tickets right here. And when you click on that, then you can click on seating chart. And so hopefully
old school Karen Phil fan, like old school. This is classic Karen Phil fan, bringing up the seating chart of you know what I mean? Like that's the cool thing about like MWAT. Like you can't like you have to put up with lulls here and there now because something big might happen. Like Phil fans breaking out a seating chart and indicating, which could indicate ticket sales.
Right. Okay, so let's look to see how Joe is doing in terms of his seating at this show.
These are advanced tickets.
Yeah.
That you'd like to see.
Okay, so all right, so let's pay attention to the fact that here it is. It's in the Water Tour, Scottish Rite Auditorium, December 27th. Now we know December 27th is a time away. It's so people maybe will buy at the last minute. That's possible. I just like people to notice also the pricing of the tickets. They're $35 to $50.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because somebody smart is affiliated with this, and somebody smart is affiliated with this from the theater. Can you bring the tab down again to the top?
Yes.
I need to confirm since it's real little. Is the it's in the Water Tour lowercase?
The I is uppercase. Everything is uppercase except for the the.
That is bad, man.
Right.
That is bad. The poster's wrong. Joe, you should be out of your mind.
Yeah,
bro.
right. Well, I bet you that's how he writes it on his stuff.
Yeah. So Joe,
I'll
this
look
is
on Instagram. Okay, go ahead.
It would be wrong if it would be right but wrong if it was leading capitals.
Right.
Okay. Which it is not.
All of them, you mean?
Yeah, leading capitals like it's
Right.
the I, the T, the
Yeah,
W.
yeah,
and
but
the
he
T.
didn't do that. Yeah, I know what you're
Right.
saying. Yeah.
But the even hipper thing that I do in a lot of stuff I do is lowercase things like in, the, out, of. And you highlight the bigger words. So you capitalize the first one, obviously. It's and Water Tour get capitalized. I write a lot of promotional materials. This would drive me crazy.
It would. It's horrible.
So he's made his own poster wrong.
Yeah, I'm trying to look to see, like here it's in all caps on something else. So I can't, that's fine.
Call the club right now and get them to fix it.
On Facebook. On Facebook.
Yeah.
It's good here. On Facebook, it's an event. Like it's listed as an event on Facebook, and it says it's in the Water Tour, and the I and the T are not capitalized. So that's correct.
Okay, good.
So I think it's inconsistent, and whoever did that is,
So it's back on the club, the auditorium.
Yeah, and then here is something deadfrog.com, another listing of it, and everything. The leading letters are capitalized. Every
What?
single word.
Let's splice apart and dice apart the show description.
Oh,
Let's go.
okay. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. All right. I'm going to go there now.
What? It's so cut off on the right. Is that how it really is?
Yeah, hold on. I wanted to be able to show you the entire seating chart.
Because I read it and it's a disaster now.
Yeah, I know. My focus was on other things, but hold on. Now I can't find the rotten thing over here. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, comedian Joe Matarese grew up in South Jersey. You know what? I'm gonna put this on big screen and take you off for a minute so people can see it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's really good. I'm glad you did that. Everyone gets a break from me. Okay. I need one. I need one. Okay.
Comedian
So,
Joe Matarese, go ahead.
Comedian Joe Matarese grew up in the South Jersey, Philadelphia area, and his comedy has a very strong connection to where he comes from.
Ugh.
That's structurally, grammatically wrong, but I don't care. I write like that too. Joe's connection is so connected. We talked about that on a different episode. I don't know. We've so many that don't get made. You never know. But Joe's connection is so connected to that area these days that he titled his current comedy tour, It's in the Water. Water. People from the area know what that means. And if you don't pronounce the word water, you'll still find Joe's comedy funny.
Even if you don't say it like that or get the joke, he's
Okay,
still
but
it's really it's
okay, all right. That's really funny because I had to in a promo I did about the show that was successful. I highlighted from our last episode on X and Insta the Dina and Joe segment because it was legendary. And I wrote in the promo, you don't have to know who either of these people are.
I remember that.
Yeah. So I want to keep going here and just see. All patrons require a ticket. Okay. So, nobody can get in free. Not even Joe's family. I can't hear you. I don't know why you do that.
You get a free ticket.
Okay. Okay. I'm convinced. Wait, hold on. Saturday Sunday's closed. Wait. Oh, why? Okay. They have weird hours for theater. Like,
Yeah.
they have really weird hours for theater. It's like closed at 4. It closed at 6.
That's probably when somebody is there to answer phones. You know what I mean? That's when somebody is there to answer phones and, do administrative stuff. But the theater itself could be open outside of those hours. That's when the shows are.
Something's real fishy about this.
I don't think so.
But I'm gonna leave it alone. Like,
That's when the box office is open, I guess. I don't really know.
Let's never talk about ticket prices from 35.
I would like people to notice the ticket prices.
Yeah.
Okay. The ticket prices here are $35 to $50. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Joe's been doing this a long time, and that's how much the ticket prices are. And now let's scroll down. Now, I'm aware that this is December 27th, and that's a fair amount of time away from now. But I think we need to take a look at this. because I don't know what he's going to do. Anything that's grayed out is sold. Anything that's purple,
Wow.
or blue is not sold. So I'm happy to scroll to the left, to the right. I hope you guys can see the whole thing. So there are a lot of tickets that are not sold, apparently, right?
Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to get him that way this time. Like, I think the
No,
point.
I mean, I'm not even laughing. I think, he needs help. I mean, that's the point here of this entire, I think, episode at the very least.
Well, look, let me just, you know, I don't think that this is the kind of show that's going to sell a lot fast. I know you have other ones there that have. I
Right.
think people that live near here are slightly plugged into. It's like they probably have like community packages of tickets.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? And that all gets like handled later.
Maybe.
And maybe Joe has built up a good rapport with the community and the theater.
Maybe. Well, this is also being sponsored again, remember, by the dispensary around the corner.
Oh God.
Right.
Every time this guy takes a step forward, he takes 2-3 back.
Right, exactly. So, do you have any other questions about this particular right now?
Yeah.
What?
It looks like Breakout, Super Breakout, the video game.
What do you mean? The seats, the way that
No, go back to those seating things.
That seating chart is so annoying to me, but okay.
It looks like Breakout. What you would do is show the purple area again. I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah.
Or bring it up. Okay, see in the second row?
Yeah.
The two in the center?
Yeah.
What you would try to do is like the one on the left. You would try to like work on those little holes that are on the bottom left.
Yeah.
And you would try to get a bouncing ball to go up that thing, okay? and knock out other circles with a bouncing ball until it's just like you and like and the other cool thing is that the more circles it knocks out,
Yeah.
the quicker it gets. So it starts getting real zany, like as things get eaten. If you have that on either another show or another one, like a sample game called Breakout, I would like to see that at some point.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a lot of fun doing M1.
Okay. Me too.
Good. Like this is gonna be amazing because I really love that game and I can remember being like around 18 or 19 and I was playing the game one time and me and another cool friend were playing the game at a bar. We would play there all the time and drink and I think we were both getting laid. Like I know I was getting laid. And like this chick came up who was real cute. She came up to me and was like, "This isn't cool." And I said, "No, it's very cool." Like, because I had confidence. Because like, unrelated to like this pack of friends that was sexless, I was getting like sex elsewhere.
Oh. All right. So are we watching this? This is
Yeah. I loved it. I
game
loved it.
from 1976. It looks like Breakout. Everybody ready? You want the sound on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
hook up your own paddle controller. Oh, that was cheap. I thought I had that one. I don't know how it slipped through, but that again is probably an emulation or a simulation issue. Right, it seems like it goes beyond the white border a little. So if you go to the edge of the screen, you gotta be careful.
See what happened there?
Doesn't bounce off.
Yes.
It goes all the way to the edge of the white on the sides, so you gotta be careful.
Oof.
But yeah,
He's pretty
this is
good.
pretty much how the original Breakout looked, as far as I can tell from some of the original YouTube videos and things that I've seen.
I have played this on a computer many years ago.
This is a
Really?
Yeah.
variation.
Wait do you see what happens when it gets into that top bunker area?
Yeah, when computers first came out, I played this.
Let you break down bricks instead of just bouncing between two paddles. Create a whole new take on it. It became very popular. It was an excellent, successful hit in the arcades. Also went on to spawn many.
Oh, he went that way.
Sequels
Like, that's
down
cool.
the road. One of the most popular was called Arkanoid.
Yeah, that little line is very small. What he's doing, it's like a little bit bigger than the ball. He's great.
Break through to the top, get a few extra bricks, but you can see it speeds up as you do well. Part of the original programming.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Ah, that was close. Last ball. Only 3 balls. It's a very challenging game. And as far as I can understand, the original only had 2 screens to clear. So if you actually made it all the way through this screen, you get one more set of bricks. And if you made it through that,
I don't want to. Okay, he's got to.
So
he's got to pick up the pace here.
Oh God, gonna do it. Oh, he's gonna. Oh.
All right, well, they get the point.
Oh, they get the point. You think?
All right, it's called Breakout or Super Breakout, and I loved it, and I have fond memories of playing that at a bar, being like 18, 19, getting served, or maybe being 21.
Okay.
1987, and I was getting chicks.
Yeah, you said that already. Okay, so
It was an exciting time. I guess.
So here's the point that I think you wanted to show everybody. Okay, so just stay tuned for this. It's gonna take 2 seconds.
This is like.
Okay, come on. Keep it on this side. Let's break through. And there we go.
I remember this. I remember this.
The way it comes shooting out of there.
Oh, I remember that. I still remember.
The way it comes shooting out of there is so petrifying.
Yeah, that's Blair.
So it's a.
Oh my God, that is so funny, dude.
All right, continue with the Joe 100 news.
I will.
Which is an amalgamation of Joe news and stuff that organically comes up in life.
All right, so you can see Joe's really struggling here selling these tickets, and I understand.
Put me back on camera.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to put everything back. Thanks.
Yeah.
So Joe's really struggling to sell these tickets, as everyone could see here.
Doesn't that look like Breakout? Like.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so okay.
So this is going to be a struggle to fill all these seats. Now I understand this is December 27th, and maybe things will pick up, but let's look at how other people are doing who have a show later on as well. Let me just make sure I'm choosing the right one here. So they don't really have a comedian on. They had Steve Hackett, who sold so many tickets. And I think he is on October 18th. So it's like this week or something. October 18th. And notice that his tickets are $79 to $99. So much more expensive than Joe, or considerably more expensive than Joe's. And if you look at his ticket sales, of course, he's done such an incredible job selling out the place practically.
Wow. Okay.
And that's like a big deal. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but it's like it's the show you said is this week, and this I don't want to
Yeah,
get.
right. So not a fair comparison.
Yeah.
I also think that this guy.
You know what I mean? Like maybe the community knows there's a show at Scottish tonight,
Yeah.
Scottish Rite, and
Mhm.
like they know that, like, so everyone goes like on the nights when there's a show, like that's what you do
Right,
in
at the last minute, right?
that's what you do in that town.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's like they go at the last minute, perhaps.
And if you live in the community, you get half off your
Right.
ticket, and you get a coupon for one free drink, maybe.
Right. Maybe. We don't know that for a fact. I also want to mention that Steve Hackett has 2 nights, October 17th and October 25th. So the one I showed you
Yeah.
was October 17th. And, the way it's sold, everybody can see the tickets. I don't know if you can see what I'm pulling up now.
Does it have like the second one have like this, like second night added?
No, it doesn't say that.
Okay.
So this is the first night. I was showing you the second night before, and he's doing a great job. Right? It's almost
Well,
sold out.
I don't know, like I want there to be like in Joe's life, we had to add a second show.
Yeah, well, maybe with your help, he could get there.
Yeah, and with his help, I can get there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what this is all about. No, all right, it's not like, but it's funny to think about.
Okay, so now going along with Karen's theory, because Karen made a very good point here, and obviously let's explore this because I knew that this was going to be someone's theory. Maybe it's just too far in advance because his show's December 27th, and that's not fair to compare his ticket prices, not ticket prices, although the ticket prices were different too. It's not fair to compare Joe's, ability to sell tickets compared to someone who has a show this week, because people buy things at the last minute. But let's compare with somebody who has a show in January, which is like a week or two after Joe's show. Now, it's not fair to compare musicians with comedians either, but there are no comedians that I can compare this with at this point. But let's just take a look at another show.
What is Joe's? He's always at this place. What is the connection?
I don't know.
He's been going there.
I don't know. He must get along with the person there. The person there must be a saint or something. I don't know.
Something. Listen, something is a little off here. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who. I can say a whole different things here, but I'm not going to say anything. I don't know. I really don't know. So, all right, here we go. Here is Mania, and it's an ABBA tribute band called Mania. Okay, so people who like ABBA, they get to hear it from a tribute band. You don't expect.
I love that.
Okay, so let's go. January 10th. You don't really expect that to sell that much. The tickets are more expensive than Joe, $48 to $69. And this is January 10th, people. This is January 10th. Joe's is December 27th. Look at their tickets.
All right, here's what
It's not bad, and it's January 10th.
I'm starting to be fixated on something like
What?
how the club um gets out the
Why?
word.
Go ahead.
And I was kidding about the coupon and the one free drink.
Yeah.
But I know this. They must publish and mail out or make readily available in local stores the season's shows.
All right, but this guy is
Hold
doing.
on, let me. I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay, go ahead, figure it
You
out.
understand what I'm saying? So like,
I
you get this in
totally
the mail.
do.
You
Totally
get it
do.
in the mail, and it goes like, this winter, our winter season, the shows, and people buy tickets based on what they think will be good and what the date they're going to go, the big night. We're going to go see Steve Hackett.
Well, how do you explain though the difference in seating? How do you explain the difference in number of tickets sold for something that's January 10th, an avid tribute band to Joe Matarese, which is December 27th? I don't care about your seasonal brochure. It doesn't matter here. Maybe we can wait until December 10th and then see what happens, because by that point you would expect them to get their brochure. To be honest, brochures are usually sent out months in advance. Okay, but I don't know. It's weird. So now let's just go out on a limb here for a moment. Let's go out on one little limb, okay? Because I know there's always going to be people that are saying, "Well, it could be this and it could be that and this and that." Okay, right. This is the last one. All right, this is the last one. Steve Hackett did wonderfully. All right. Let's look at and ABBA, a tribute band by ABBA is doing great. For the sake of argument, let's look at an event that's being held on April 17th. It's a tribute to Queen, starring Patrick Myers as Freddie Mercury. So it's a tribute. April 17th. $48 to $77. I guess I'm going to pull this up for everybody.
April 2026?
Yeah, it wasn't this past April. I'll tell you. April 17th, 2026, 8 p.m.
And how much are ticks?
$48 to $77. Okay, I'm going to pull this up now so everybody can see
We
it.
should go to that. That sounds fun.
We'll go.
I know they wouldn't perform it, but I would like to hear them perform Flash Gordon.
Okay, can you see it?
That's a really cool song by
Can you see it?
Queen.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is April 17th. Brochure or no brochure, people are already buying it. Right? Look at this. This isn't bad. I mean, if Joe did this well by this point, I would be like, all right, maybe that's half. Would you say this is half? It's probably half. It's much better than Joe Matarese. So that's a show that is being held April 17th.
Okay.
So he's having some trouble selling this. And the reason why he's having trouble selling this is because he's putting up, any type of social media thing that he's getting. People are going to be totally turned off from that. People are turned off from that. There are better people out there. What is he doing? I'm gonna just hold on one second. Why are you laughing?
Because that's like that seating chart will go down in show history as that was an incredible segment. I hope it's over, but the chart.
We're just gonna go back and remind everybody. His tickets were $35, $50 less than everybody else's. I don't want to laugh. I feel bad for him. And now this is not April. This is December. It's not January. It's December. And look at this. Oof. Oof. And oof, and oof, and oof. Okay. It's not like it's bad. Okay. So that's all. I just, and so I'm showing this to demonstrate that Joe needs help. Whether Karen, wants to take this on, she thinks she does. Joe
Well,
needs
here's let me seize this opportunity. Keep that on the screen.
Okay.
Let me seize this opportunity, Joe. I know it's hour 3. I know you're still watching. No, bring it back. Bring it back to it.
It's there.
Yeah, imagine, brother. It's the Late Stage Greatness Tour. Okay? And it's all great, man. We done played Super Breakout on.
Yeah, that's right. Someone
Okay.
needs right to play Super Breakout on this thing.
All right, baby. Like, how about you ride with Karen for a little bit, okay? Let's play Super Breakout on some of these seating charts, man. Some of these sections, let's break it down. Turn them gray.
So that's
Turn
what
the blue skies gray, baby.
all right. That's what we got there. All right. All right. Let's see what else I have. What are the fun things I have here to share with everybody? We did Mike. Okay. Not much going on by way of Twitter. Joe doesn't.
No, definitely show that. Like I saw you playing.
Yeah. I'm gonna show it, but I'm just saying.
I saw you playing with that, and I read like a little bit of it, and like be prepared for another 2 hours here. Like I don't know.
I'm showing it. There's just not much going on. I'm just warning people that this is the best I can do, because there's really not much going on.
So I'm blocked. Obviously, Joe is still on Twitter.
He's still on Twitter. I refuse to call this X. And the
No,
last
call
time,
X, yeah.
go ahead. Yeah, okay. And so let me just share. I'll go back here, and then I'm gonna see this. Okay. So the last time Joe was on Twitter was September 26th. His pinned tweet is from early February when he announced his new special. His new special is called Almost Sold Out, and we never really talked about this, but we have to maybe watch some of that
I don't know
together.
what you're talking about. I don't see. I see something that I have to talk about immediately.
Yeah, we're gonna what I'm saying to our listeners is that this is Joe's latest tweet. Yes, look at he said everybody, definite like typo. This
No,
is
no,
Joe's
no, no,
most
no. I
recent
don't care about that, babe. I don't care about that.
Okay.
I'm over here like
Really?
having an anal orgasm.
Yeah, there's plenty that I want to say about this, but I'm just saying that this
He's
is
doing spots in New York.
yes, he is, but that doesn't mean anything. All right, go ahead.
Yes, it means everything.
Okay.
Like, this is great news for late stage greatness.
Okay.
This is great news. Like, this is a joyous day for late stage greatness. Joe Matarese is doing spots in New York. Now, here's what we do. We maximize that. We start to network a little bit, okay? We book him on cool shows. We book cool guests. We try to earn. When I say we, I'm talking about Joe. We try to earn spots at some of the Titan clubs of the New York comedy scene, where the action really is. Like, I don't know where he's doing spots, but and it's glorious, whatever it is. But eventually it's time to get, and I know he has ill will at one club, I forget which one.
Yeah, but there's several probably, but go ahead.
But the point will be that Joe will be respected again because people will know what he's doing.
Right.
And he's on a journey to make it back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, and he never quit. If he had quit, see, here's the thing, babe. If you do comedy and you quit, you never really come back in the eyes of other comics.
I understand, right? Because you didn't stick with it, and
you gave it up for whatever reason at
right?
whatever time.
Yeah.
Okay, but Joe never quit. So
Right.
he has that. He has. This is one of the most informative things I've ever said on the show. So Joe never quit. So he has, even though they clown him and whatever, he has their actual respect.
Right. Maybe.
Because comics.
Sometimes
even if you don't like, you respect someone else that's doing that crap. Just like a DJ, you know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So he has their respect. That's all I'm saying. On a level of, he's never quit, and he still plugs away, man. He still draws some dough from it.
I mean, I think that you can have respect for somebody who does that, even if they're not great. But all the other crap that he does and his character flaws that we saw even today when on the golf course, people. I think it overrides the respect that people have, the fact that he's always been in it. To be honest.
I mean what I say.
Okay.
I mean what I say. I don't have current knowledge of how comedy is, okay, but I know that in a green room, like, there's an air of like knowing, like you there's a commonality. You're on your own, but there's a commonality.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the rare times when there is commonality, actually, in comedy, like, because the craft itself, you're by yourself, and in your journey, you're by yourself. So you respect the comic next to you for the most part, especially if they're grinding and never quit. Just for they're on the grind, man. You know
I
what I
understand
mean?
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
All right, cool.
So anyway, and then I looked at the timestamp on this, and he was back on the train by 10:30, but he had 3 spots. I can't find mention of these spots online. It's possible that he's telling the truth. I just always have to question everything Joe does. And he has to mention that he's wearing these shoes. Hey, dudes. I was very curious. He's got it's like he probably thinks these are the latest, greatest shoes or something. So, of course, I had to look this up.
Well, he's right to have blocked me because, if I knew that he was on the 1009, okay, I would be like, I'm on the 1009 too with Joe.
Yeah, that's right. So, he has to mention that he's wearing these shoes like it's supposed to be an amazing thing, and he just came out of three spots. I don't know. I'm going to do some work on that and see if I can find some mention of it online, because if he was at 3 spots September 26th, it should still be mentioned. But apparently these Hey Dude shoes, they're hideous and cheap quality. They're trending in Florida. This person says they are the cheapest constructed shoes I've ever owned, even cheaper than my Payless sneakers. So he's bragging about these shoes. The design is ugly as fuck. Ugly shoes, all still ugly, regardless of the color. This person says they like them. So I don't know why he brags about these things or mentions things when they're not, I don't know. Just like why put that in there? Just bizarre.
To see Lamar do stand up right now.
All right, here's something from 2 years ago. It's
That's
8
fun.
minutes long. I have another thing. from 2 years ago. That's 6 minutes, 55 seconds.
The 6-minute one. Let's go shorter.
Then there's a whole thing that's 34 minutes. That's great. Okay.
This whole set?
So, yeah, Belafonte Brewing Company. He's on the stage. Do you want to see that?
No, the 6-minute set.
Yeah, it's his 6 minutes. Okay, hold on. Oy.
This is the comment. Oh, let's wrap up first, though.
Yeah, okay.
We're not going to do the thing where we comment on. We're going to end the show. But we're going to end it with Lamar's comedy. But we're not going to comment on it. But in the future, we are going to do fresh take commentary on people's stand-up. I'm into that for something where you never see it in your first time, and you can laugh and say, "Hit pause. That was great. Why did you do that?" Or if it fly, like you can do a bunch of things. But I do want to, give Lamar a chance here, to showcase his stand-up, and I want to see it. But anyway, let's talk about the show. I love it. I'm working with my baby. We're creating together, and we're doing it in our own unique way, and it's unconventional, and it looks a little
rough.
Just rough. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's what we do. I'm so honored to be doing this show. So the goal is to and I promise I will email Joe. So by the next time, and don't forget, that's high stakes because he could jump down my throat for doing MWAT again. You know what I mean?
He can definitely do that. Yeah.
So that's high stakes, but I believe in this pitch, and I believe in this pitch. It's my job. I know how I think, and I said it before, and I guess I'll wrap it up. Just know this about me. I have to pitch him that because I know that's the best thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to do it.
No, absolutely not. Right.
And he will get a private joy just from the idea, because if somebody has an idea about you that sounds great, you want to hear that.
Right. Yeah. I hope he sees that in and of itself as a positive thing, but it's hard to know with Joe.
So, but I will step up and say, or say, hey, we're doing M1 again. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. I'd love it if you came on at least. Just no hijinks, no craziness. Just come on, man. You're a wealth of interesting. You're the molten lava that comes out of a mountain, man. You have so much energy, bro. And so do I. And the combo of our energies will be so epic. And that's all I really want to say. Did you find Lamar? I can vamp until.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great. Do you have anything to say?
No, I just had a wonderful time doing the show with you. It is really special to have an opportunity to do the show together with you, and I learned from you, and I'm inspired by you, and looking forward to the next show.
All right, thanks so much.
Joe says.
We're going to end with the comedy of Philadelphia comedian Lamar Todd, who's also a school teacher. And I don't have a lot of history with Lamar, but I have some. And this happened up organically. And we're just going to watch Lamar stand up and feel good about Lamar's Todd's like coming up a little bit, getting a TV spot, doing his thing here and there. Like, that's really cool. So I want to end on seeing Lamar's comedy because I have no clue about like it. And when I did see Lamar's comedy, I was like so far gone, that like I can't do it justice like I'm going to do to these 6 minutes.
Great.
All right, so roll them, and we love everybody. We'll see you next episode.
Love everybody.
Point is, all this shit need to get fixed, man. I just started playing my part. I just started teaching 8th grade at the charter school in Chester. Yeah. Pray for me. I need to pray for me. These kids ain't learning shit. Because I'm the teacher. I was a comedian first. And then he was like, yo, you want to teach these kids? I was like, all right, cool. That was a whole hiring process. I was in there. I want y'all to know that in my heart of hearts, I do believe that the children are our future, right? Teach them well. You know the lyrics. Let them lead the way. Except you can't let them all lead the way, can you? Can't let a little dumbass Daryl lead the way. Every day I put up a word prompt on the board. You remember word prompts back in school? All right, free dumb motherfuckers. Listen, word prompts is when a teacher tells the students to like write about a particular subject. I put some real easy shit up on the board for these kids. I put up there, what do you want to be when you grow up? Real easy shit, right? What do you want to be when you grow up? I had a little dumbass Daryl put on his paper. When I grow up, I want to be a rapper. And now you want me a rapper, that's fine. I got no problem with that. That wasn't the problem. The problem was he misspelled the word rapper by 1 P. Yeah, he wrote rape on 1 P. He was showing everybody that shit in the hallway like it was cute. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be the greatest raper alive. He had on a little Cosby sweater. It was. That's why I said, oh, how you get a little Cosby sweater? They don't make him in that size. I checked. I was like, take off that Cosby sweater. He took it off. He had on a Free Harvey Weinstein t-shirt under it. I was like, put back on the Cosby sweater. Fuck that, I can't be the only person in here that works with kids. Clap it up if you work with kids before, where you at? Anybody else work with kids? Okay, all right. Damn, the dick sucking tape. Y'all work with kids too? Y'all sucking and teaching at the same time. God damn it, we need more like that. I wish my teacher was like that, sucking and teaching. So wait, dick sucking teacher, what you teach? What you do? Oh, what you do? You work with doctor? You a pediatrician? I asked who work with kids. Man, you easy as shit. I'm gonna fuck with you later, man. You respond to anything, motherfucker. That's how you end up with so many dicks. All right. Who else really work with kids in here? And then they go, what? All right, got one, two. Okay, all right. Sister, what you do right here? What you do? What you do? Huh? Preschool teacher? What? Oh, you a teacher? Okay, all right. I want to ask you though. I mean, I'm gonna get to you in a second, but we got you like Karen. All right, we got teacher, preschool teacher over there. Okay, cool. That's what's up. And you a teacher? Hey, another teacher. Okay, cool, man. This is cool, man. This is and what you do that? Okay, what was that? What you do, guys? You a school doctor? But you want everybody to know your credentials in this bitch. I was like, selfish bastard. You gonna take advantage of this time? I'm a doctor. Oh, fuck them kids. Nah, seriously, I say that shit out of frustration. You know what I mean? I love them, but fuck them. But you gotta watch the audience, though. Cause some people really want to fuck them kids. I know you cry, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I say that out of frustration, though, man. These kids, man, they just different, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a whole nother generation, man. I get frustrated with them. I get tired of dealing with them. I'm on vacation right now. This is my vacation. Thank you. But I ain't going nowhere because I'm broke as shit. We don't make shit, so I'm in Delaware on my vacation. Like, this is bad, man. This is bad, man. Come on, old coworker right here, man. He laughing because he left the job now. He got a better job. I'm like, damn, you still work there, man. It's fucked up. It is fucked up, man. Look, and the thing is like that. That's my point, but man, and like people, like teachers, they try to socialize outside the school and get together and shit and do like happy hour and shit. You know what I'm talking about? That shit is corny as fuck. I hate that. Ain't nothing happy about that hour. Why are we getting together? We hate all the other hours together. And we're gonna do another hour that's supposed to be happy? Oh, hell no, man. It's the worst because they in there trying to, we in there trying to get away from the kids, from the job, get away from the shit. But the only thing we got in common is the fucking job. Nothing else to talk about. So we in there just taking shots and shit, just, hey, yeah, you see that fight today? Yeah, Takima, oh, yeah, she got hit pretty hard. Yeah, she had some issues at home. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, we need to work on her emotional. And then somebody always come up and be like, hey, man, can we not talk about work for once? Then everybody look at each other like, oh, man, maybe we are doing too much. Let's talk about something else. Then I'll say something black like, yo, man, y'all see, remember Boys in the Hood? And they'll be like, Then they'll be like, don't Takima hit like a bitch, though. Like, hell yeah! Shots for Takima,